Police say he was hit by his own car after it rolled down a steep incline, pinning him against a fence. His latest film, Star Trek Beyond, will be out in July. Yelchin, who was born in Russia, was just 27 years old. Now to an update tonight on that dangerous rescue mission to
the numbers, the triple-double from LeBron James and Curry. Missing shots we've seen him hit all season long in what has been an electrifying Game 7 here at Oracle Arena.
And Mike, Ty Lue elects to take out Tristan Thompson, insert Richard Jefferson. Offensively, that'll give him more space. But if it's not a timeout, defensively, that's a real challenge for the Cavaliers against the likes of Curry and Thompson.
Each team has a foul to give as we come up on a minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving.
Guess what time it is? It's time for the Johnette Show. Happy Monday, everybody.
Hey.
How's it going, everybody? Everybody who's listening, what's John's motto if you're driving down if you're driving downtown with your windows down? I don't even recall what it is, but he's got some slogan he usually uses, and we're just going to go with it. But anyhow, the point is, hopefully you're listening if you're driving with your windows down, if you're at home, if you're in the office, if you just, it's time to have a good time. And with that being said, also in the studio today, it is the first day of summer. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Therefore, beach party. Can't start summer without a beach party, especially in South Florida. Unfortunately, John Etch is still being held hostage somewhere. I'm not even sure they're asking for ransom anymore. I don't know what they want at this point from him. I'm just surprised they haven't voluntarily returned him yet to us, like just dropped him off in front of the station.
I'm surprised nobody's paying us to take him away.
That's a great idea. If whoever has him is listening, yeah, I mean, if you offer us cash, food, we like really good food around here, cake, anything, any other offerings, I mean, you guys are willing to, except for going to get John from them?
No.
Mike's feeling feisty today. We'll get into that. You know what? Lots of South Florida's feeling feisty. The heat's up. The heat has really turned up today. On this summer day, not only due to being the first day of summer, however, I guess like the majority of the panel is heated by the win of the Cavaliers last night. And heated, I don't mean in a good way. Heated in it's miserable. Go back in your house. Like, like when they say the temperature is 95 today, but with the humidity factor, it feels like 105.
Yeah.
One of those, and you just go right back in your house.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Do we have any Cavaliers cheerleaders here?
No.
Nope.
No. Well, Mike. Is this how? I wonder if this is how. If we were to take like a poll of Miami residents, of the citizens down here, South Florida, not just Miami, if they feel the same. A lot of people hate LeBron down here.
No,
they hate him for disrespecting Pat Riley, for leaving after he promised us 8 championships. But then he goes back and goes, well, now I'm going to promise Cleveland a championship. So now I got to go back. Well, maybe since he fulfilled his promise to Cleveland, maybe he'll come back over here and deliver on his promises of 8.
It really got him in the feelings, though. Wait, hold on. Only because you're the second person, right, since the game last night that this has really got them in the feelings, and they're using every type of excuse, like the way he spoke to Pat Riley. Like the excuses that I've heard.
Don't disrespect the Godfather, man.
Yeah, Shavvone, what were you going to add to that?
I was going to just say that I think he needs to stop making promises to people, to cities.
Right. Well, hey, he brought it. I mean, like, they've never had a championship in Cleveland. This is their first ever. Right? I'm correct.
Well, their first since 1964.
Okay, so
when the Cleveland Browns won the NFL championship before the NFL
NBA
merged with the AFL.
Right, but NBA-wise, they've never won any type of an NBA championship.
No.
Right?
Yes.
No.
When?
I mean,
No.
Well, yes, as in that's correct.
Yes, you are correct.
Okay, so we're talking. No, honestly, that's another reason that people are having their feelings towards LeBron as it is. It's just like how Shavvone said, making promises to people. A lot of people feel from Miami to Cleveland, even when he left. I mean, where were you when he came here from Cleveland? Like, and how Cleveland felt when he left.
I think I was living in New York, so I really didn't care too much.
But it wasn't covered over the media there.
Oh, it was.
Like,
it was. But I'm not. Basketball is not my biggest sport that I follow. But I definitely remember hearing about it. So it was. Yeah. It was talked about. It was made a big deal of.
I mean, especially down here, since that's where he was coming. But people got dirty. People got, like, nasty in Cleveland. The things that happened there for him coming here, and then now look how it's changed. He went back there and he got them a championship. Like. How do you think they're fit today? Today's LeBron parades and everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody's painting and tarnishing those tables they burned when he came down here, and adding LeBron placards and stuff to them more than likely today.
Every kid's born named LeBron.
How many kids are born LeBron? That we should see if we can find that if there's any children born LeBron today over in Cleveland.
I don't mind him leaving. He did what he fulfilled the contract. He did the contract and he opted out because he had the opportunity to opt out, and he went to play somewhere else. That's how I look at it. I'm not upset that he's not there. It doesn't matter to me either way.
Right.
I just don't pay much attention. I watch the game because I want to watch the game.
Right. Because we're involved. We want to see who wins. We pick a team,
and I was more pulling for the Golden State only because of the record. They were playing a lot better, and I like but Splash Brothers was pretty good, but. That's all I'm gonna say about
I just heard emotions in that side. That was a very emotional side.
That's all I want to say about that.
Yeah. Okay, so he did get caught in the feelings just a little. Mike, did you want to vent a little more? I want you to leave here today with this. We got to this is how I had to speak with the person last night who was all in his feelings and had 59 personal reasons. And
yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of history with me and LeBron.
Yeah, I want to hear. I want to hear a little bit about your history.
All right. Well, I don't know. It all started when he, made the decision to become a Heat player, which I was fine because he's a great player. And I'm happy that he's on the Heat. But
were you happy he was coming?
The whole decision thing, just to have that TV slot to announce his decision, I thought it was very arrogant.
That wasn't his idea.
Well, whatever. He still went with it.
That was ESPN. People said, "Hey, we'll do it, and we'll donate to charities of your choice if we do it," and blah blah blah. So that wasn't his original idea.
Well, I don't know. I acknowledge that he's a great player. It's just I don't like the way personality wise that he is sometimes. The decisions that he makes, and the fact that he when he was on the Heat and him and Pat he had
your Pat Riley issue
with Pat Riley because LeBron wanted part personnel control to decide what players he wants to bring to the team, like Shabazz Napier, and the Heat get Shabazz Napier because LeBron loved him.
Right.
And then LeBron goes back to Cleveland, and then we're stuck with Shabazz Napier, a player who didn't even work out and wasn't even good for us. And then we had to get rid of him.
Right. Exactly. Right.
But now that he went over to Cleveland, I think he got the max deal, the max money when he got back there, and he also got player control, and he gets to pick his own coaches.
Right, yeah,
his
absolutely
own coaches.
Right.
He got, the owner gave him everything that he wanted just so he could go back there.
Right.
And that's just not the Heat way. Pat Riley makes
not the Heat way. That's right. Yeah, we do it nice enough.
And he almost lost it because he made all the decisions. He almost lost the championship.
Oh. But he did. Hey, that was close. So some facts of the game. Facts of the games. Cavaliers did win. The score was 93-89 to the Golden State Warriors. I mean, we do have to give them credit. We're gonna be nice, guys. We still come on. We gotta put
I'll give them credit, but did the Cavs win it or did the Warriors lose it?
Okay,
I think the Warriors lost it.
I think the Cavs won
it. Was it a fair game, or would anybody in this room speculate to say somebody could have been bribed in the game to make these games are called?
The NBA totally controlled it, of course. You know how much money they made by having a game 7? They made $80 million
Absolutely.
more.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, sure they controlled it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, each game was like a blowout, right? The first 2 games were blowouts. Then when Cleveland won, it was they won by 20, I think, in game 3.
When LeBron finally picked it up.
Yeah. And then, but I I'm not a huge basketball fan, so I didn't even watch
really
the first half of most
really?
of these games.
Oh my god!
But I don't know. The first half of basketball is like pointless to me. It's like, why even watch it?
I agree.
But I can't really complain about the officiating because I know some people make the argument that like maybe when a team wins the previous game, the officials call more fouls on that team in the second game because they want the series to extend so that the losing team could catch up or whatever. But I don't think we had a lot of instances of that in this finals. Maybe for like a game or two, but
yeah, you didn't see the game.
Yeah. No, did I? I don't know. Drew, educate me.
I don't know, but real fast. I love your guys' summer get up.
I mean, from the thousand I did see in the second half, I didn't see a lot of, bull crap calls.
There was some questionable calls. I mean, but then again, there's always a foul somewhere along the lines. It's just a matter of whether they call it or not. And then some of them, from sitting back at home on your couch watching the game, you have the best view, and yeah, you can say foul here or foul there. Then when you slow it down, you rerun it, and you look at it, okay, maybe it wasn't a foul. So there is some, whenever you're dealing with referees, there is some human mistakes or human contact. It's going to be
human error,
a perception.
Okay, now what about this call?
But I'm saying like sometimes they get too foul happy with one team.
I think sometimes
I agree. Yeah, sometimes I think they agree. Shavvone, you want to add like to? I mean, do some refs get foul happy? Are they fair?
I think they're human. I mean, they can't be perfect all the time, but I do think going into it again, being human, they may favor one team or another, and without realizing it, make calls in that team's favor.
Right.
I don't know, and you can't really prove what's inside someone's head.
True as well. Now, what about this call? The Stephen Curry call the other evening with the mouthpiece? What do we think
when
about
he
that?
threw the mouthpiece and hit somebody in the face with it? That was awesome.
Yeah, well, he did go to the guy and say, I'm sorry. So he did go to the fans.
Right. So fair call.
My bad. I forgot there were thousands of you here watching the game.
Here's what my point of view is: keep the mouth guard in your mouth already. It's enough. You know what? Like through the whole series, okay, we went through 7 games, but through the whole series, keep the mouth guard in your mouth. Like, I mean, you're playing a game.
He's frustrated at that point. I would be too, because they were down.
It's a sport. Listen.
Yeah, but keep it in. There's 82 games that you give yourself to, and here's another 7 more that you're giving yourself to, and you either do it or you don't. So you're in it for the full.
But it takes away from him. It takes away from the game. Like half the time, you're constantly your eyes go focus to that damn mouthpiece. To me, that's what I'm thinking when I'm watching these games. Sometimes, like, keep it in your mouth, right?
Or if you do have to throw it, spike it on the ground. Like no one's on the ground.
Something, but I mean, but most of the other players keep their mouth guard inside of their mouths during the game. Yeah. Not everyone's out there with chewing on their mouth. I mean, I understand
once you get frustrated, there's no telling what.
Well, he needs to choose another physical form of release while he's playing and keep the mouth guard in his mouth. One more, okay? Facts of the game last night. Drama queen, LeBron. Yes or no at the end of the game?
Oh my God!
Did he overreact? Was it? Now we're seeing it from a television point of view, so of course we're trying to get it from every camera angle, like we see it that they give it to us, and it is further behind. But the LeBron. I don't want to say haters down here, but is like the drama queen, like the drama. Get off the.
Yeah, him lying on the ground, and all the cameras are like, there was like, oh my God, there had to be like at least 50 cameras just around his body and under his face while he was on the ground, just like crying or sobbing or whatever the heck he was doing. The other one that I thought, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, he won the game. He could vent however he wants to, but
yeah, it's just the emotions overtake you at that point where you push so hard.
Yeah, you work. Everything comes together at the end. You work so hard throughout the year for God knows how many days of the year, how many hours.
So to sum up what you guys are saying, like when the emotions get involved, and it just comes to that point in time where you just throw yourself on the floor like a big old baby and have a tantrum
because you let it go, you release.
Yeah, so that's
all the countless hours that you put into it.
Is that the men's adult way of saying it's okay to have a tantrum? Like
no, it's not a tantrum.
I thought he was being a drama queen when he went up for that. I think he went up for that dunk and he got hurt, and it was like the last couple minutes of the game, and he fell down.
Did he get hurt or not? No.
And then he's on the floor breathing in pain or whatever.
He fell on his wrist and he hurt his wrist. That's why he missed the first shot.
No, but the second shot he was totally fine.
Well, yeah,
he was totally fine. It was totally cured.
You seem to be right.
It's kind of it's kind of interesting how he made the last point of the game, but I default to Michael.
I just thought I don't know. When I saw the fall, I'm like, yeah, he kind of fell hard, but I didn't see anything to see him on the floor writhing in pain.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he gets up and he's shooting the shots. If he was really hurt, can't you
it cost him a timeout.
He was really hurt.
Oh, it did? No.
Shavvone, did you watch the
Timeouts
game?
in basketball. How much are they worth?
Shavvone, wait.
About 30 seconds.
Shavvone, I'm sorry, guys. Did you watch the game?
I did not. I do not have TV.
Gotcha. Okay.
I have Apple TV, so
At least you didn't have to see it.
Don't put the girl business out there. Man.
When it came to last night, I wanted a TV in case the Warriors won.
What
But
do you mean
now
you wanted a TV? Where was your TV?
No.
You don't have.
No, I mean I watched it, but I'm just saying I wanted to watch it on TV for the Warriors.
Okay, you're
but
watching
the Cleveland
it for
Browns
the
won, so now I regret even
The Cleveland
having
Browns?
a TV and watching it.
The Cleveland Browns
Cleveland
one.
Browns won?
Oh, I mean the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's how much I
Okay.
hate them. I don't even want to say the name.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and because we have more talk with the mayor coming up later. So this is gonna be a huge topic that we'll end up discussing when he comes back. I can't wait to hear his opinion. So right now, though, Shavvone's got some local news for us. So take it away, Shavvone. What do you have for us? What's going on around here?
Okay, so first of all, the Swedish art student who was shot in the Wynwood neighborhood has been released from the hospital.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Finally, he was there for quite a while. So just to bring you up to speed, if you haven't heard of this story, Frank Hammer, or Hamar, he is Swedish. He was walking home after dinner on June 7th when he was approached by two men near Northwest 2nd Avenue and 26th Street, and he was shot twice when he refused to hand over his wallet. He did, however, hand over his cell phone. He finally was released from Jackson Memorial this past Friday, still with one of those bullets lodged near his spine. His parents received his diploma for him on his behalf from the Miami Ad School. The graduation was June 10th, and Hamar is getting his art portfolio together and looking for a job. So my question for you guys, quick discussion. He did hand over his phone, but not his wallet because he said he needed his credit cards. Do you think he should have handed over his wallet?
That was the whole purpose of mugging you, is taking your wallet. That's your phone.
Hey, the cost of phones these days, man.
Right.
He's
Yeah,
probably
but
the phone was
but a phone
probably
is
more
traceable.
valuable.
The phone is traceable, though. So
How many people? But how? As far as traceable, how do they? You have to activate things in order to get them to be traceable, like different
Right,
like
but
Apple and stuff.
Each phone
But I
has a
don't ever
serial
want to be
number.
tracked. Huh?
Each phone has a serial number. So if they try
Sure
to
they
activate
do.
that phone somewhere else,
You're one of those
It's gonna
guys. You
show
have a
up.
book full of serial numbers, don't you? To every.
no.
I know we're all supposed to. Right?
Well, and cell phones, they can ping towers and stuff. But when I worked for a jewelry store once, and we were told if we ever faced a robbery situation, just to comply,
Yeah.
do whatever the robbers are asking. Our life is more valuable than the jewelry or the money. So in this case, I'm thinking the same protocol would go, like just hand over whatever they want and nobody gets hurt. But I guess that's not always the truth. Sometimes they shoot you even though you do hand over your wallet and money. I guess we'll never know what the outcome would have been had he handed over his credit cards, his wallet, because credit cards can be replaced. You can
That's it. He could have just gone and called. If he could have just gone and called and stopped, it's I would have complied. I would have just take it. Just I don't want to be bothered. Leave me I just don't be bothered. Like take what you want and go.
Okay, so moving a little north to Hollywood, Florida. If you're familiar with Hollywood, Florida, you know that the streets are named after presidents
Yes.
from Washington through Coolidge. There are also streets named for other famous historic figures, including
Yes.
Robert E. Lee, John Bell Hood, and Nathaniel Bedford Forrest,
Mhm.
who were all Confederate generals in the Civil War. Recently, some of Hollywood residents have been fighting to have these names changed, while Confederate history supporters have been fighting to keep the names. So some other Hollywood historical figures that have streets named after them include Custer Street after George Armstrong Custer, Union Army Commander, Pershing Street for John J. Pershing, who was a U.S. General of Armies, and McClellan Street after George B. McClellan, a Union general. So what is your take on these street names? Should we have them renamed? Should we hold on to the Confederate history in the South? What do you think?
I was going to say Hollywood's I grew up in
history
Hollywood.
is important.
No,
However,
I grew up in Hollywood, and Sorry to take over, Mike. However, you sound like a president, but it is. It's like I grew up over there. I know those names. I know the orders they go into. Like I can, in my mind, I'm driving down either 441 or 56th Avenue right now, and I see the names. But they should honestly. The area now, in the history of those names, and I think it is time to move forward when it comes to something with street names. We can, put that type of history in the books. I think. But I wonder what we're going to replace them with. Did they give any replacements? I mean,
no, they didn't. Given, I mean, this is in the very early stages. So
it is, but it's a big fight over there. It is a big. I've been following that, but I wonder if they're going to go with numbers. I mean, we've had the names of these streets all of my life, 38 years.
Well, and honestly, I've lived in Hollywood now for a year and a half, and I never realized that Lee Street was named for Robert E. Lee. And
wasn't he the founder of the Ku Klux? Wasn't he the founding father?
Well, no, Lee. No. Lee's my middle name. It could be a lot of things.
He's
Wait, no, it was the
general of the Southern.
He was a Confederate general.
Confederate general, right?
He was the guy in charge of all the armies.
Right. But I mean, I did not realize that Lee Street was named for Robert E. Lee. And John Bell Hood. It's just Hood Street. It could be
Hood is the other one. Yeah.
Fort Hood, Texas is Fort Hood, Texas, named after. And Pershing. There's a Pershing Square in New York. Is that named? I mean, that's
change it all.
The Union commander, I assume that Pershing Square is named for him. So I don't know. Forest, that could be just a forest. I mean, maybe I'm naive, but I did not make the connection until I read this story.
I don't know. I think as white people and mostly
here we go.
Mike gets the ball.
Mike is playing the race card.
I want to know.
You get the beach ball. You're talking. If you're talking, you have to hold the beach ball. That's the party rule now. Just made up. Hold your ball, man.
I have the conch. I just want to know how Double D feels about this changing the names of the streets.
Great idea.
In the streets.
Okay.
The hoods and the leads.
I understand the need to make these changes. However, are you an idiot?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I don't really care.
You don't care.
I really don't.
He doesn't care.
I really don't. A street is a street is a street. No matter what you change it. If you want to change it because you want to be nice on the map, then change it because you want to be nice on the map. But at the end of the day,
you're not offended. You're not offended by it.
Basically, you're saying is that white people are going to do what they're going to do anyway.
That's not what I said.
They never cared before, so you might as well just let them.
Beach ball.
That's not what I said, Mr. Trump. What I said was, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Right. I mean, it's
not like it's one. Thank God.
To some people, there is, and I guess, but like I said, I grew up in the area 38 years, but I never asked my parents. Maybe
Did you know that those
history? No, I didn't. No, not until the issue was actually. I mean,
right.
Lots of them are presidents. Also, we have from certain main roads, it's all presidents that go.
The thing also is it's history. It is history.
It is history.
Now, is it good? Is it bad? It's history.
History is not always pretty.
Right, exactly. But it is what it is, and history is written by the victors. So you say what you want.
But do you feel like you just don't care because really, you don't feel like that's something you'd ever had to explain to your kids? I know some people who actually are sitting.
If I had to choose, to be honest, I'd rather take the flag down than change the street names. If I had to choose.
Right. Okay. That's a great way to great comment.
At the same time, generally with the flag on top of the hood, on top of the roof. So don't change that. Stupid boys, come on. But you got to pick a smart thing to fight about. I don't think.
You have other things to worry about. You have other more important things to worry about. That's how I got.
As long as it's not the guy, as long as it's not David Duke Street, I don't really care.
Right. Right. Okay. See, great point. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know why they keep the Confederate flag around, because, I understand there's a history behind it, but it also stands for revolting against the United States and separating from the Union, and
we're free to do that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know.
All right, Shavvone gets the ball. You got anything else for Shavvone?
I mean, aside from the Dukes of Hazzard, I don't really care for the flag.
I gotcha. Okay, so we're moving on to entertainment. You got some stuff for entertainment?
Yes, I do. Woo! I don't want to play with this ball though. It's kind of
in my way. I like that.
Not the first time she's ever
said that. Ha ha ha. Okay, so in entertainment news. Okay, you'll want to pay attention to this because if you bought tickets through Ticketmaster website between October 21st, 1999 and February 27th, 2013, you may have been overcharged, and you probably were.
Did you say from 1999?
1999 to
99.
2013.
I definitely bought them in the early 2000s when I wanted to go to my rock concerts back in the day.
You were of age in 99?
So, as part of a
I was a
400
teenager.
Mike.
Sorry.
As part of a $400 million
You're an idiot.
class action lawsuit settlement, you might be able to get free or discounted tickets. So to find out if you are eligible to get what's yours, log on to Ticketmaster, your Ticketmaster account, and go to the active vouchers link where you will find codes that you can redeem. The codes are good for certain shows at Live Nation venues. And I logged into my account this morning to see, and I kept getting an error message, so I assume that the website is a little bit overwhelmed right now with this news coming out.
So, okay, so you have to log into your account, and if you were do anything, then they'll give you something to redeem there? Or
Correct. You'll get a redemption code that you can use at checkout to towards your tickets.
But did it tell you? Did it have a message saying like, "Hey, you've got some credit"?
That's what I was checking to see, but I
but it
kept
was
getting
just-
a website busy message. So I assume
Oh, that
everybody
would be
in
so
America
lucky.
is checking. So good luck to you if you
Yeah.
I don't know. And I don't know if the show's tickets, that you can use them for are like just for the wiggles, or if it's for an actual really awesome concert. But it's worth checking out. It's worth checking out.
You just got Drew all excited because he's like,
The
yo,
Wiggles!
I'll take your credits, Shavvone. If anybody has credits for the Wiggles, I'll take them.
That's a pretty good show, actually. I did. I watched it with my daughter. It was a pretty good show.
I knew you did. I knew you were hungry for my credits.
It started off like a class project and then turned into this huge thing.
That's funny.
Gotcha.
Okay, so this past weekend at the box office, the numbers are in. The Conjuring 2 made $15.5 million. Central Intelligence with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Kevin Hart made $34.5 million. And number one, Finding Dory. 13 years after Finding Nemo, Finding Dory made $136 million this weekend. So that's pretty awesome. I have yet to see it, but I'm sure I will.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Does anybody know how long fish live?
Yeah, it depends on the fish.
What's the
depends on the
lifespan
fish.
of a clownfish?
I don't know.
Apparently 20 years.
13 at
13.
least.
At least 13.
I'll have to look that up. I'll get back to you on that, Mike. And finally, coming up this weekend, opening this Friday in preparation for Independence Day, is Independence Day Resurgence, which is 2 decades after the original with Will Smith. Earth is faced with a new extrasolar threat. It stars Liam Hemsworth, Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman, Vivica A. Fox, all the original people except Will Smith.
Even the kid?
Well, his character's still there.
His character's still there, but he's not there. The little
So-
rascal's kid.
We also have Free State of Jones, as Civil War divides the nation. A poor farmer from Mississippi leads a group of rebels against the Confederate Army. This stars Matthew McConaughey and Kerry Russell. And also The Shallows, which is, I guess you could say, a modern-day Jaws. A female surfer, is attacked by a great white shark, and it's her journey to make it back to shore, starring Blake Lively. So
Sounds good. Oh,
that's some stuff to look forward to this weekend.
Good deal. I got all excited when she said Matthew McConaughey. So coming up next, first I want to give. So coming up after break before going to break, I want to give a special shout out to Game Boys. That's the show we have here on 24/7 Miami. They're on Tuesdays. You said 9 p.m. Tuesdays 9 p.m. Game Boys, and we're discussing games, right? Are we just video games? Straight up video games. So listen to them. Make sure you stay tuned. Tuesdays again, 9 p.m. We've got the Game Boys, and they actually broadcast from the other coast for our station over on the West Coast. Coming up, we're gonna get back into sports. We've got Mike. We've got other stuff coming up. So enjoy the break. Make sure you stay tuned.
Out there. You know what? She was your woman, but she was my girl. Sounds good, man. One between two worlds. Bring it back. She was your woman, but she was my girl. That would make her ours. What are we gonna do about the video, man?
know.
I've been thinking about it.
I'm thinking like kind of hip hop.
I don't know, man.
center.
This is Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and you're on 24/7 Miami.
I've been around. I see lots of cities, lots of towns. I've been around.
I'm Craig Cook, host of Metal and Mayhem, a virtual cornucopia of vast genres of heavy metal, new metal, grunge, classic, and progressive metal, to name a scant few. So tune in every Saturday as we broadcast worldwide, 10 p.m. right here on 247miami.tv.
But there's one thing I'd like to say that set the bar and it's
So grab a whiskey, we'll be here all night.
I've been around.
What a day. What a lovely day.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Shavvone, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started. Because each day counts.
Day by day by day.
You're listening to 24/7 Miami Radio.
I've been around. I see lots of cities, lots of towns. I've been around.
I'm Craig Cook, host of Metal and Mayhem, a virtual cornucopia of vast genres of heavy metal, new metal, grunge, classic, and progressive metal, to name a scant few. So tune in every Saturday as we broadcast worldwide, 10 p.m. right here on 247miami.tv.
But there's one thing I'd like to say that set the bar and it's
So grab a whiskey, we'll be here all night.
I've been around.
Tired of having to wait till 3 o'clock for your cafecito break? Change that today with the Panchito 365, the first self-brewing espresso machine. This is the fastest coffee machine I've ever used.
I'll never have to wait for coffee again.
Fastest coffee machine ever. I don't know how I live without it.
Trouble making espumita? Simply no time to stand around the machine waiting? This is the machine for you. Fast and delicious.
Panchito 365 changed my life.
Get yours now at participating Presidente and Sedano supermarkets or visit panchitocoffee.com.
And we're back pushing it over here on the John X Show with our beach party going on. First day of summer. How's everybody feeling so far? Is everybody partying?
First day of summer.
First day of summer.
Actually, summer doesn't start till 6:34.
No, well, we break it really
Hi, Dara.
early birds.
Countdown till summer.
We have 3 more hours exactly.
The early bird always catches the worm.
Okay, but I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Are you? I'm ready for
We
it.
should start heading to the beach now before they get packed at what, 6:30?
6:34.
6:34.
So we think like everybody's gonna go run out there at 6:34 p.m. today to break in summer. Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
So that's where the meeting's at.
The beach.
We found a place on the. Ask the manager.
And we're so far west. We better
Ask
start
the
heading out
manager,
soon.
please, of the station if he could find us a place out on the beach so we could break in summer all together. Right?
We should do a show on the beach.
There you go.
That's what I
Take
said.
it live.
I told when I was in the Director Doyle's office here over at CSB. in
Director
Doral,
Doyle's office, here, Director Doyle's office.
when I was in the director's office, I said, hey, let's get out to the beach and broadcast, and he agreed. We got permission for that one too. So again, and for Gina Phalanges, if you're out there listening, I just want to say it's summer. Last year. Every day, because we have the kids and to take them to the pool, so to pump everybody up, I would always wake up and even text, "It's summer," and I did that the first day when the kids got let out this year.
We should have played the Snowman song from Frozen.
And how does that go?
I don't know.
even know.
Like the Snowman
Mike,
sings it, but it's like
I
I think I'm gonna look beautiful in summer or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Sad.
So we've got another show over here on 24/7 Miami, the couch. Do I have a good picture? I just want to make sure. I mean, there's a lot of head in this picture. This couch, lots of head. So we've got Clem. What is it, Clem?
Chubby
Clem
Dubby.
December. You know what my handwriting looks like? Clem
Wow.
Chewbacca. It doesn't look like Clem December, but that's Clem December. That's Chubby Dubby and just
good old Coleman.
Good old Coleman.
Yeah, Coleman.
Just Coleman. It's nothing. Just Coleman.
I went to school with that guy.
Did you go to school with that guy? So now he's turned into that guy.
I went to school with everybody.
You can hear them talk sports radio Wednesdays every morning at every Wednesdays at 9 a.m. in the morning, and they rebroadcast all day long. See if I slow down just a little bit, and they are on www.247miami.tv. Make sure you have the app. We have an app for that, don't we? There is.
Coming to a app store near you.
Mine works halfway, and I just want to give a shout out to my nifty nails. Usually I do Big Dogs too. We all know where to take the party at. Everybody knows where Big Dogs is now. Nifty Nails, I mean, that's like my nail chick. I love her. 4050 Southwest 40th Avenue in West Park. That's right over off County Line Road on the Broward County side. Before we get over to sports with Mike, because Mike has lots to talk about other than the game last night as well, right?
Yeah.
We're still going to get into that. But
a little bit.
Just a little, but remember, we have the mayor coming up, and things are going to get heated up when he calls in.
True.
So, I mean, that's still energy. I don't want you just to be worn out. I want you.
No. I'm not gonna be. I'm already.
Like I said, by the end of the party, I want you to forget this whole, the whole thing ever happened last night. We're just gonna accept it, and we're gonna say, "Good job, Cleveland," like they did. Okay.
I'll give props to LeBron.
Because karma, it does. I know, like you're not really a religious guy, but when it comes to karma, I'll push that on you. So we're gonna give them good karma over there. Deal.
So we don't get affected over here.
Listen.
All right.
So you can't look
I
at
don't
it
hate
in your
Cleveland.
best interest.
I just don't like
But do you see
LeBron.
what you just did? Like, we have to dish out good karma just so we get good over here. Like, do you think you just dish it out so this way, like, you receive? Like, it just.
I guess that's what people
Okay.
tell me all the time. I don't necessarily do it,
We're gonna
but people
put
tell me
you-
that's why they do it.
Where is my beach ball?
You popped it.
Yeah,
Mike
see,
popped
I know.
it.
No, he's trying to pocket it. I really think he likes my beach ball. I
didn't like it until you made me start
I
playing.
have
with it.
my mic
I am not
now.
going to throw the beach ball anymore. I won't.
Leave the
I've
beach ball.
learned my lesson. We'll just use it as a prop. Okay. Anyhow, I mean, again, unfortunately, John Etch is not here with us today. I'm sorry, guy. I mean, we're sorry, John. We miss you.
No, we're not.
I hope, like, in the trunk. See, I
is
would
no
have gotten
longer
in
with
trouble
us.
for saying that.
That's
Like,
why I
if
said
I
it.
would
No, you're not.
But okay, you know what? But I like your type because I would take the opportunity. Like if I was the guy who could say, no, it's
You're
not.
not.
Like, no, we're not sorry. And like you are, because no one's gonna come down on you. But
No.
if I said it, everybody like, Joy, like you awful person, like John.
Nah,
poor John.
we do miss John.
Poor John. But to dedicate this time to John, John's a golf guy. And the 2016 U.S. Open was yesterday, I believe, with Dustin Johnson taking home. Would you say taking home the leaderboard? And what did he take home? What did he take home? Huh?
He took home like sandwiches and
like does he take home a set of golf
He
clubs?
probably does. He get some kind of a colorful coat. They
think
sometimes get a coat.
well, I think he got a cup.
Well, it was held at the Oakmont
Like a
Country
big gold-
Club in
Big old
Oakmont,
cup.
Pennsylvania. So does anyone know what the colors of the Oakmont? I mean, I know John would know the colors of the Oakmont Country
John,
Club
if you're
in
listening.
Oakmont.
I have no idea, but
Well,
one of my
I wish
friends
he'd
were
call
there.
in. I wish
so-
if he's in a trunk and has access to a cell phone, in addition to 911, I
Yeah.
mean, he could give us a
No,
call
don't
too.
don't dial 911 first. Dial
Huh?
us first.
Before 911.
Before 911, call 401.
Well, I'm sure they're taking their time, but he's a firm believer in tax dollars and the system's working correctly. So, I mean, I believe that they'll find
No,
him
he's not.
before we run out of money. Don't you hate that? Have you ever watched these kidnapping stories? Like even here, and then like authorities, they end the search because like they just run out of funds for that case. I mean,
Well,
I wonder how much you get though for a missing person. Like how much funds and time do you get? Like, okay, say like your sister goes missing, your mom goes missing, right? And you call the authorities, you know, and they, you know, how much time, you know, there comes a point in time where they're just like, they call off the search.
But yeah, they have to call off the search, and plus by that time the fugitive's already like has another alias and a different life. You know, he's probably like, I don't know, like I don't know, like working in a men's locker room handing towels to rich people for all we know.
That's lots of DNA going around. That's lots of evidence DNA. I mean, yeah, working in a men's locker room, you know what? That's lots of DNA going on.
Ew.
So just a few minutes before we get to sports, so Father's Day was this past weekend. Lots of people, we all went out, did special things. I hope I wanted for everybody to. It was our Shavvone's here as our co-host as well. I forgot because it was so devastating that John's still not here today that I did forget to introduce our co-host again, Shavvone, who was here, and she is here reading the news. And it was her birthday this past weekend, and her and I,
happy birthday.
like I said, yay! Shout out. Drew forgot the cake.
With the sad music.
Drew forgot the cake. Again, I apologize for that.
Do you know how long it's been since I've had a cake to blow out candles?
Oh my God, I can't. Can we somebody go get her a cake? However, we had an awesome time.
I need to make a wish.
I agree. No, we're going to. By the end of the night today, we will have a cake with a candle.
Okay.
However, though, we did do something very special for her birthday. She wanted to go.
We went to Denny's.
We did. And she got her free meal for Denny's. Like she wanted that, and like homegirl can eat. Like she can throw down, right? Like we were discussing days before. Like she said, I want to go to Denny's and get
the Grand Slam.
Get her Grand Slam, yeah. And like it was just like and when she threw down. But we did. We went to go see the sea turtles. I've never, like I said, I'm a native here 38 years. I've never seen the sea turtles do their process on the beaches here. I grew up on the beaches, but we watched in the middle of the night. It started 11:30 till like almost like 5 a.m. watching sea turtles come out of the ocean and dig. And tell us a little bit about before we get to our sports.
Well, it was fascinating. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. The Sea Turtle Operation Program. They go out and they protect the mom sea turtles as they lay their eggs. They come out at night to lay eggs. The sea turtle people protect them from people and noises and lights because there's a lot going on in Fort Lauderdale to distract those sea turtles. And then when the babies hatch, they also help the baby sea turtles make it into the ocean rather than being attracted to the lights of the streets and cars and stuff. So it's really a unique opportunity to go out and help them and watch what they do. And we got to see 2 mama sea turtles laying their eggs. It's a process that can take up to a couple hours. So it was really fun. Nice weather out on the beach.
It was
similar to a human birth.
No, they're laying eggs. Have you ever seen the nest on the beach? Like they have them usually roped off.
Yeah, I've never actually seen the nest.
Well,
but I've seen the roped off section
crazy.
for
like,
the nest.
No, like
that's the nest.
Yeah, and the turtle was like, I mean, in length, like almost like 3 to 4 feet. The ones that were coming up, and the lady, the tour guide, like she was like, no, those were small turtles, and you know, we're like small. Like I mean, I think is like 4 feet, but it was a really great time, and you know, I learned something. I can't believe I've just never seen that after 38 years.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's hard to see. They're endangered.
Well, yeah. Well,
Are they still endangered?
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
they are. Well, next month, most of the nests are going to hatch. So I'm sure everybody here would like to go take a field trip out there, and we'll go spend the night out there till 4 a.m.
No, not really.
Rescue.
I'm totally into it.
You know what I heard? Like
you're in, right, Mike?
Yeah, sure. 4 in the morning. Give me a couple beers.
Yeah.
Margaritas.
And we got to do it straight. We did it straight, not even intoxicated.
Oh.
It was great. It was a great.
Is that how we're going to do it again?
Yeah, no, however you want, but
there's no rule.
As long as we get the babies to the water, that's it.
Oh,
but
I don't think we're allowed to do that. Like all the nature stuff that I used to watch when sea turtles are born, they're you know, unfortunately a lot of them don't make it to the water.
There's reasons why, because of people. But that's why we're going to be there.
I thought it was because of the birds that come.
No, they hatch at night. There's no birds at night, but it's because of the people and the lights. They get ran over.
So
by
we're going to save them. We're saving them, but we're going to save them. We'll bring them back to the ocean. So that's what we're going to do next month, and we'll tell everybody about it. So what do you got for us in sports? I feel so. I don't know if I feel like whether to be in love or depressed with that tune.
Well,
what is it depressing or like are we falling in love?
I just know. I don't know. I mean, all the nature shows I watch, the sea turtles laid their eggs at night. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, in sports, if Drew wants to hook me up with my sports music segment stuff. Don't you have it on the B bar?
You think he comes here to work? You think like we?
Well, he's doing a better job than I am.
He looks
he's
good.
Just,
That's
he's,
why we
he's
have him
doing
for the
it
show.
in the more complicated way.
But we keep him because he looks good.
Because he has all these files to keep track of instead of just making it one segment. But I don't know.
He's just so good looking though. That's why we keep him around.
Hey.
He's got that voice. He's got that smooth.
You really thought we paid him for his brains? No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, the pay I get. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
I heard you get the big bucks.
Yeah.
You gonna find it, Drew?
We won't discuss.
I got.
Do we have something coming?
I got you.
We'll make it your outro.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah, so you could go ahead and give us some news, man.
All right. So anyway, yeah. The NBA Finals was last night. Finished up. LeBron won. We all know that. Okay, so the Cavs are the first team in NBA history to come back from a 3-1 deficit in the finals. The defeated Golden State Warriors, a team who broke the record for most games won in the NBA regular season with 73 wins. They also tied for the most wins in the overall NBA season. The Cavs also ended the city of Cleveland's sports championship drought, a streak that lasted for 52 years. The last team to win it was the 1964 Cleveland Browns. ESPN announced today that Game 7 drew in an 18.9 overnight rating, which is the highest rated NBA telecast ever on NBC. The previous high, a Game 7 battle between the Boston Celtics and Los Angeles Lakers in 2010, drew an 18.2 overnight rating. I think I was on a cruise at that time. But anyway.
So was I.
Yeah, I was watching it. ESPN also announced that the game averaged 598,000 viewers on its streaming platform, and that's the highest average viewership for an event that was not related to the World Cup. Spurred by the series MVP LeBron James, and the Cavaliers knocked off the Warriors 93-89 in the Oracle Arena in San Fran. And James,
you don't know the rest of the word?
San Francisco.
That's all I wanted to
whatever.
make
You could call it San Fran.
I know.
Whatever. Golden State.
From there all
I know you wanted to feel like the locals.
The Rock.
Okay, nobody calls it that though.
Yeah, I know. James became just the third player in league history to record a triple-double with 27 points, 11 assists, and 11 rebounds in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Joining, I don't know, two other players. I don't even know who they are. Eli Baylor and Jerry West. And in Heat news, which was kind of shocking and disturbing. What's that? Sure, whatever. Let's just do it.
Let's listen to LeBron.
Ron James and company at the podium talking about what ends up being a great win, an epic win for the Cavs and the entire city of Cleveland. Here's LeBron.
First question in the second row on the right.
LeBron, David Barkley, KTSF. First off, congratulations on the win. So this being your third title, there's obviously a lot of footnotes that separate this, but does this championship resonate with you as being a little bit extra special, being that it's for the city of Cleveland, for the state of Ohio where you grew up?
Absolutely. Just knowing what our city has been through, Northeast Ohio has been through as far as our sports and everything for the last 50-plus years. You can look back to the Ernest Biner fumble, Elway going 99 yards, to Jose Mason not being able to close out in the bottom of the ninth. So the Cavs going to the finals. I was on that team in 2007. I was getting swept, and then last year I was losing 4-2, and so many more stories. And our fans, they ride or die, no matter what's been going on, no matter, the Browns, the Indians, the Cavs, and so on, and all the other sports teams. They continue to support us, and for us to be able to end this drought, our fans deserve it.
Yeah, and also LeBron, that was after he calmed down after the game initially ended, where he could actually I think gather his thoughts and eloquently express them a little bit better. But dude, after the game, he was pretty excited and livid.
Mike, overcome with emotion is exactly how I would describe LeBron's reaction as he shares a hug with Kyrie. We'll get in a minute, but he is still crying tears of joy. LeBron.
I'm sorry, Doris.
No worries, Kyrie. LeBron, as soon as that buzzer sounded, your emotions let loose. Can you describe what you're feeling right now?
So, basically, I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Your emotions let loose. Can you
Emotions.
describe what you're feeling right now?
I set out a goal 2 years when I came back to bring a championship to this city. I gave everything that I had. I poured my heart, my blood, my sweat, my tears to this game, and I don't know why we want to take the hardest road. I don't know why the man above gives me the hardest road, but it's nothing the man above don't put you in situations that you can't handle. And I just kept that same positive attitude, like instead of saying why me, they're saying this is what he want me to do. And Cleveland, this is for you. Oh.
So anyway, yeah, I mean, I guess people are happy for LeBron. I don't know what the heck he meant about the biggest man giving him the hardest road because
talking about God.
Yeah, I know who he's talking about, but I'm just saying he didn't have a hard road. He went to the finals for 6 straight years. The hardest road.
But he only won 2, 3 now.
Gives him, the richest guy in the world, the hardest road, the greatest player in the world, the hardest road. I don't know.
He's not the richest.
I know, I'm just hating. I'm hating.
There's haters out there today. You know what? Yeah, there's haters all over today.
There's one right here.
Yeah, one. There's one. We'll find you too. We'll find you where you are.
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay. I got disturbing kind of Heat news.
Disturbing Is it heated, disturbing news?
It's because the brother of the Heat's Amari Stoudemire was arrested Monday night in Kansas City. In Kansas, allegedly kidnapping the mother of his child, TMZ reported. According to officials, Jarrell Stoudemire rammed his vehicle into the woman's car, yanked her out of the vehicle, and beat her.
Oops.
Then he dragged her into her basement and assaulted her for hours. The woman's daughter found her in the basement naked and unconscious. Stoudemire was arrested in Hodgman County, Kansas, and charged with aggravated battery, aggravated kidnapping, aggravated burglary, aggravated assault, and criminal deprivation of property. The 28-year-old Stoudemire is due in court Tuesday afternoon. So that's pretty crazy. And with Dwayne Wade, to the surprise of many, Wade lived up to his $20 million salary with a strong season and terrific performance in the playoffs while reasserting himself as one of the biggest stars in the NBA. He was so impressive that Riley called this year better than any year he ever had during his Big Three era. And Riley said, "I told him not to go over 230 pounds this summer or I'll come looking for him," he said jokingly. Wade will be a free agent on July 1st, and both sides intend to be a painless negotiation. The team wants him to play his entire career in Miami, and he appears to share that yearning. The only legitimate uncertainty about Wade's future with the Heat seems to be the logistics of whether they'll be able to give him a 1 year deal or a multi-year deal. And if they give him the multi-year deal, it all depends on who they want to bring in, like, say, Kevin Durant or whatnot. Udonis Haslem and Chris Bosh plan to work out together. Udonis Haslem spoke with Chris Bosh, and he says that Chris Bosh says he feels good. He feels great. Those are his exact words to Udonis. And Bosh last played an NBA game February 9th before suffering a reoccurrence of the life-threatening blood clots that also derailed his 2014 to 2015 campaign. The issue has now cost Bosh the second halves of the last 2 seasons, and while nothing of the sort has been suggested publicly from the involved camps, the career-threatening aspect of the situation is a real concern. Heat President Pat Riley called Bosh's medical condition the team's X factor this summer. Dolphins competition at CB cornerback. Byron Maxwell, the team's top corner, was a disappointment in Philadelphia last year after signing a $63 million contract. The Dolphins believe their zone scheme, which he thrived in as a role player in Seattle, is better suited to his abilities. Rookie second round Xavier Howard is the favorite to start the other starting spot, the other cornerback spot. And second-year cornerback Tony Lippett, who was the receiver. Mm-hmm. He was drafted as a receiver, but he turned cornerback. He's like a project. Mm-hmm. And basically those two are competing for the spot opposite of Byron Maxwell on the team. Maxwell said that the defense, we could be as good as anyone in the league. It's just a matter of time. We're putting that work in and learning chemistry and each other. The sky's the limit for the group.
Sound like a love letter.
Yeah.
Where was that? Was that music? Was that was a moment for that music?
Oh my God. On Xavier Howard, he's born to be a corner. Maxwell said he's got a gift. Tony Lippett, he's tall.
Mike's novella.
Yeah. He's long. He's tall. He's got the range.
He's got the range.
He's got the athletic ability.
He has the athletic ability.
Of course, he's got the ball skills because he played receiver. He's good too.
Sounds like a ball master.
Yeah.
I'm not touching the balls, mate.
Maxwell said the cornerbacks will thrive because they have the type of long guys that the defensive coordinator Vance Joseph wants in the secondary. And the guard spot, Dallas Thomas and Tunzel are competing for the left guard spot. Thomas has more experience at the position because, he's a veteran, but he's still arguably the team's worst starting offensive lineman last year. In terms of positives, Tunzel has shown good feet, strength, and athleticism this spring. There were 2 instances on Thursday when he effortlessly ran 15 yards downfield to block a screen pass. Basically, you can't really see you can't judge trench play for football for offensive and defensive linemen.
It sounds
yeah.
It's
basically
it's equivalent. Is that sports equivalent to foreplay, trench play?
I guess I could get you riled up.
You guys are talking balls, emotions today. You guys are really trying to throw off my beat.
Well, I don't know. They say that I don't know. Dallas Thomas is ahead of him because he's the veteran and he knows his assignments. And Tunzel doesn't necessarily know his blocking assignments yet, but because they're not actually hitting with full pads, I don't know, man. I don't think it's something to worry about with that team. Dolphins cut their third-string quarterback, Logan Thomas, and which makes Brandon. Well, I think it's Brandon Dottie is the quarterback. Yeah, quarterback Brandon Dottie moves up to be the third spot. Thomas was the third QB on the team behind Tannehill and Matt Moore. Thomas was a 2014 fourth-round pick and played with the Cardinals in 2015. He was later picked up by the Giants on Friday.
Okay, sounds good. So we're going to cut you off there because we're going to come back and we've got the mayor because I know we've got a lot more to talk about. We're going to bring it back to that NBA championship final game that I know it's still emotions are running wild around here. Just real fast in case anybody needed to know. Are you ready for the summer? Yeah, I'm ready. But anyhow, you totally I can't say what I was going to say now that you went ahead with that. But make sure you stay tuned. Coming up after the break, we've got the mayor coming on. We've got more feelings and emotions flying across the room, trying to release them for this NBA Finals game. Again, by the end of this day, that's it. Over, done, guys. Give them their credit. We're walking away and going to have a good time. Agreed. Like that. And as far as that window there, I feel like we're working at Mr. Donut back in the old days where we had a little audience out there. We're back here cooking the donuts. So again, make sure everybody you stay tuned and wait for us to come back. We've got more fun and exciting stuff to keep going and more partying.
Hey, what's up? This is WWE Superstar John Cena. You are 247miami.tv.
I'm Craig Cook, host of Metal and Mayhem. I'm bringing you a brand new season of Metal and Mayhem this fall right here on 247miami.tv. Follow me on Twitter @RealCraigCook to submit your requests and have all your feedback made fun of live on the air. Metal and Mayhem, Fridays this fall, 247miami.tv.
Calor y sabor. Todos los jueves a las 6 de la tarde, con tu amiga Diana Carolina, te traigo Sabor de Miami, un show de entretenimiento, desde noticias hasta un Throwback Thursday. No te lo pierdas, 1 hora de calor y sabor, aquí en 24/7 Miami.
Hi guys, I'm James. I'm Adrian. We've got some very exciting news about our upcoming show, Cannon Fire. What are we going to talk about, Adrian? We're going to talk about everything science fiction. So, movies? Yes. Video games? Yes. TV shows? Checkmate on that. Awesome. We're also going to be seen around our local comic book events. So you're going to see us at a lot of cons, hopefully at some of the comic book shops around town. Hopefully they be giving free stuff and we'll let you know about it. That'd be awesome. And we've also got some interviews lined up for you guys. So please remember to check us out on 247miami.tv. And like us on Facebook.
Hello, Masita Rica is here from The Fix at 6. You can catch a new episode every Friday at 6 and various replays throughout the week here only on 247miami.tv.
All right, we need a catchphrase.
Listen up or I'll kick your butt. The Fix at 6 will make you jump. Masita's lady lumps want to make you hump. Oh yeah, throw a fist pump only on 247miami.tv.
Hey, Mike, you ready to record this promo?
Let's do it.
Ha, ha. Clear your throat. Ha, hum. All right, here we go. Ready? Play. Hey, Mike, if you want to hear the best sports talk in the 305, where do you go?
Just log on to 247miami.tv.
What time and when, Mike?
Every Monday from 3 to 5, and also catch replays throughout the week.
Yeah, we talk Marlins, Heat, Hurricanes, and the Dolphins. So again, Mike, where do people go to catch the John Ed Show?
247miami.tv.
Peace.
Hi, this is Kathy Whitmire, LMHC. I'm Barbie Bonder, LCSW. And I'm Arlene Thielon, a psychotherapist. And we're from The Female Perspective, a show about life, love, and everything in between. Check out our show on Mondays at 10 p.m. on 247miami.tv.
Hello, Masita Rica is here from The Fix at 6. You can catch a new episode every Friday at 6 and various replays throughout the week here only on 247miami.tv.
All right, we need a catchphrase.
Listen up or I'll kick your butt. The Fix at 6 will make you jump. Masita's lady lumps want to make you hump. Oh yeah, throw a fist pump only on 247miami.tv.
Hey, Mike, you ready to record this promo?
Let's do it.
Ha, ha. Clear your throat. Ha, hum. All right, here we go. Ready? Play. Hey, Mike, if you want to hear the best sports talk in the 305, where do you go?
Just log on to 247miami.tv.
What time and when, Mike?
Every Monday from 3 to 5, and also catch replays throughout the week.
Yeah, we talk Marlins, Heat, Hurricanes, and the Dolphins. So again, Mike, where do people go to catch the John Ed Show?
247miami.tv.
Peace.
I'm Dr. J, host of the OT Fantasy Football Doctors, along with Good Goody, Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. on 247miami.tv, where we tackle the NFL's most important fantasy-related injury news and notes for the week.
We run you through all the tests, checking up on ads and drops, evaluating your lineups, and diagnosing upcoming matches to exploit, so you can go back to feeling good.
You can hear all this and more on the OT Fantasy Football Doctors
on Tuesday
at 8 p.m. on 247miami.tv.
Hi, this is Kathy Whitmire, LMHC. I'm Barbie Bonder, LCSW. And I'm Arlene Thielon, a psychotherapist. And we're from The Female Perspective, a show about life, love, and everything in between. Check out our show on Mondays at 10 p.m. on 247miami.tv.
Tired of having to wait till 3 o'clock for your cafecito break? Change that today with the Panchito 365, the first self-brewing espresso machine. This is the fastest coffee machine I've ever used.
I'll never have to wait for coffee again.
Fastest coffee machine ever. I don't know how I live without it.
Trouble making espumita? Simply no time to stand around the machine waiting? This is the machine for you.
Fast and delicious.
Panchito 365 changed my life.
Get yours now at participating Presidente and Sedano supermarkets or visit panchitocoffee.com.
Please.
And we're back for the second half of the John Ed Show. Well, the Minus John Ed Show. Got still a lot of stuff coming up this hour. We've got the mayor who is on hold. I asked him to please also, if he had like emotions and feelings going on, to just put them on hold for a few seconds while I had him on hold. Make sure 247miami.tv. Another show we have here is the Few Show. And have you guys ever listened to or watched the Few Show being produced in the studio? Yes. Great time. It's a wrestling show, all about local wrestling here in South Florida, Miami-Dade County, Broward County. They go to all the local events that they have. I know there's one at the Polish American Club, which we got to go to one night. Please, guys. Lou goes. I want to go. When the Few Show happens, it's once a month on Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. However, if you're in here in the studio, you really, like the way this studio is set up, like you just want to jump around. Like if you're in the wrestling ring, like I just want to bounce off the walls in here.
They bring props.
I hope, they bring props, and I hope one day they invite me as a guest so I just want to come in here and bounce like on the ropes. And yeah. Okay. So we got the Few Show. So make sure you guys are listening once a month. They just had it this past weekend. We do have replays, right? On 24/7 Miami. And you can also
check out the website.
You can check out their website, The Few. Yeah, they do. They have awesome, huh? Oh yeah, check out our website. I apologize. www.247miami.tv. Miami.tv. But again, that's The Few Show. Lots of fun stuff happening on that show. I love that show. Real fast before we get to the mayor, I just wanted to let you know, Mike, that Pornhub adult entertainment website now offers audio content for the blind. So
thank God.
On Wednesday, the company did launch Described Video, which features spoken narration for 50 videos on its site. The feature is for those who are visually impaired.
What was that? Porn what?
Yeah. Okay. So coming on, I'm bringing the mayor. Let's get the mayor. I know this is in this advanced studio here. It's new ways how these phones work.
Now I got something to listen to while I'm driving.
Hello, do we have the mayor on the line?
Yes, what's going on?
How are you, Mayor? How you doing today?
Good. I'm chilling. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good. You sound good. How are you feeling?
I'm maintaining. I'm chilling.
Maintaining. So what is maintaining now? Are maintaining like other personal problems, or are we talking about the NBA finals?
Maintaining is just maintaining. I'm living. I'm breathing. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm here with my peoples on the Minus John Ed show. I'm doing a lot better than him. It's all good.
I know, and you're hurting the feelings too, because John Itch isn't here, right? Like we do feel bad, and he's not here. And
I mean, I know
he's
it's
another
hot stuff in that trunk. I know it's hot and stuff in that trunk. That's the only thing I feel sorry for, man. Go get that dude, man.
See, exactly. We just offered like the beginning of the show. We if the abductors were listening, we told them that we would take money and food and all kinds of stuff to take them back. Like we'll go get them if it comes down to that, because I think they pulled the ransom in. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Because at some point they'll want to give them back. So
it's love all the time, man.
You know what I mean?
Good.
So talk to us.
To get you, homie.
Maybe.
But wait, hold on. There's stipulations there. No. So Mayor, talk to us, man. Tell us about how you're feeling about last night's game. I know you're a fair guy. You know what I love about you, and that's what I'm trying to spread down here in the studio, because there's lots of LeBron haters, and some people are really caught in their feelings. But we still have to give Cleveland a round of applause. It's theirs. They took it. So talk to us. How are you feeling?
I'm good. Everything's everything. But listen, all the LeBron haters and all that, man, just do the knowledge, man, to understand this. Everybody has a birthday, man. You know what I'm saying? And
that's right.
Finally, it's Cleveland's time, man. And I'm not a hater, or I'm not mad, or nothing like that. It's just like that time you finally got it. Time, okay, you can live now. You can breathe. It's all good.
Yeah, the pity party's over.
I think that Kyrie Irving should have got a couple more MVP votes. I'm not mad at how the thing turned out. I think Tyronn Lue made a excellent point to switch up, and what I mean by that is that people were switching off on Steph Curry, and defensively they had to switch off to get a lot of mismatches. So a lot of that was creating confusion within Golden State, and they didn't know how to handle it. So shout out to LeBron James. I'm not mad. I'm just now, Joy, what I want to do is I want to sit back and where the pieces land. Is LeBron going to, finish his career in Cleveland? Is he a one and done? He did it. He got his thing. He did what he came to do, even though it took him a couple of times to do it.
Right.
There ain't nobody mentioning that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to sit back and watch the smoke. If he decides to leave Cleveland, y'all right back to where you started from, being a laughing stock. You championship, and you can get off the slide with that. You know what I mean? But I think that LeBron, he did what he came to do, and I can't be mad at him.
That's it, exactly.
But I think he was the MVP before the series even started. That's a problem I might have.
Right,
and he was the MVP before the season started. With all these accolades and things of that nature about how he led both teams in points, rebounds, this and that and the third. Every statistic, they left out one. He also led in turnovers. He tied the record for most turnovers. But that's neither here nor there.
Right, but I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought, because that was we've been discussing it throughout the show, and that was one question I was going to get to. Is now that it's all said and done, where's he gonna, where's LeBron gonna end up? What's gonna be his decision? Now, based on your experience, I know you follow it. What do you think he will? Just your opinion, not that's what's going to happen. What do you think, like maybe in his mind that he wants to do, and then just more of the stats. What do you think is his best thing to do? Like your opinion, like his best option.
Okay. And, in my heart of hearts, personally, in my opinion, I think he's either going to end up in LA or New York. I don't want him to come to the Knicks. I don't want that dude on my team. I don't care how many points he scores and how many I don't want him on my team. He's like, at this point, he's a mercenary at this point. He comes in, he does his job, and he leaves. Okay? So I think the best option for him at this point would be to try to get Cleveland, 2 or 3 championships, because at the end of the day, they were talking about him sitting at the table with Wilt and all the greats of the game and Michael Jordan and all that. Knock it off. All them dudes had 3-peats.
Right.
Okay? So I think LeBron, for as great as he is and as much as he brought to the game, there's still a lot missing, but nobody won't talk about it because they're scared of being called a hater.
Right.
Or you're mad. What I got to be mad about?
Right.
I'm good.
That's what I said. I know you're good, and I know you follow it. That's why I wanted your opinion, on that. From watching it from afar, and not adding, those feelings or the hating and stuff like that.
No. It's all good. I feel like, Cleveland deserved it. They've been through so much, and you know how the story go with the violins and Ernest Biner fumble and the shot and the drive and all of this. So it was about time for Cleveland. They deserved it, man. So again, man, they put all their hopes and wishes and aspirations and dreams into this one dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're right.
We got a championship now. We got a championship. It's all good. It's all good. It's not what you've done now. It's what you're going to do tomorrow.
That's it. You're right. You're absolutely correct.
Now you got to repeat.
You're absolutely correct.
Repeat.
Yeah. And will he do it? Yeah. And will
he ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
No.
Jordan did it.
He's never done.
You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, you want to bestow all this greatness onto this dude, but it's a whole lot that needs to be done still. I'm content with the fact that they got the championship. They brought it back to the East. Shout out to the East, because all the years they were saying that the East couldn't mess with the West, and the West was the top conference, and the East was garbage and all that. The East has won the title.
East Coast.
LeBron has been in the finals with the East of the last 6 years. So again, man, shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and again, I would say this to the Cleveland Cavaliers fans: pay attention to what's getting ready to go on.
Yes. And we don't got to tear now. They're not going to go tearing up the place. But I'm going to pass you on to Mike too. He's got a couple of things to ask you. He's your good buddy, and he gets all excited every time he knows that you're coming on. So I'll be right back. Oh, it's Mike and Drew that are fighting me for the chance to talk to you. So I'm passing them over, my friend.
True.
Hey, Mayor. How you doing?
How you, man?
How you feeling? You holding up all right?
Yeah, I'm maintaining baseball time. I'm good.
Oh my God, man! I'm just so glad the pity party for Cleveland's over, man.
Yeah,
like,
there you go.
Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, they deserve it. They deserve it." I'm like, do they really deserve it? Because they never really earned it before until now,
Thank you.
And also, like the Golden State Warriors, they lost the series. Cleveland didn't win it. They lost it. They had it in their hands, and they needed they were playing like 3 more games, and they couldn't even win 1 more. Oh,
and they lost 2 of them at home. They lost 2 of the games at home. Oh, Oracle is supposed to be untouchable, unbeatable at Oracle, and this and just like you said, Cleveland didn't necessarily win more than Golden State lost, because like we said earlier, Tyronn Lue made adjustments and Steve Kerr didn't.
Yeah, that's true, man.
You know what I mean? And you can't depend on cats like Festus Azizi because they was getting ready to cut him on the Fool's Day.
Yeah.
You know, with the joke or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on Twitter last night like they should have cut him for real.
Just a couple weeks ago, they were complaining that the whole team's falling apart and everything, and then I mean a little cold streak by Golden State, and all of a sudden the Browns are back in. I mean the Cavs are back in it. Jeez, I got my.
You know what else, though, man, my dude? I think that Oklahoma City wore Golden State out, man.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, they had to scrap back from being dead for 3-1. You know what I mean? And they put all of they put all their into that series. They came.
Oh, I think we got a bad line. We're losing you, Mayor. Mayor, can you hear me?
No.
No, Mayor. No. We lost him.
Mike, what did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Let's
We
call him
lost
back.
him.
Let's
Call
get
him
him
back.
back.
Let's get him back on the line because I got more things to discuss with this guy. Oh man. All right. Well, until we get him back, you want to call him back, or is he gonna call us?
No, call him back.
I don't know how to work her phone. She got an Android.
Okay, while we're waiting for the mayor, I'm going to throw out some national news here real quick. I'm going to share a story that just turns my stomach so that everyone else's stomach can be turned. A Pennsylvania man has been arrested on the charge of sexually assaulting a teenager whose parents gave her as a gift to the man when she was 14. The girl is now 18 and has given birth to 2 children with this 51-year-old man. And just wait, it gets worse. When authorities acted on a tip of child welfare concerns, they found a total of 12 girls ages 6 months to 18 years old. Neighbors had been calling authorities on this man since 2013. The parents of the 18-year-old say they gave their daughter to Kaplan after he saved them from financial ruin, with their father saying that he investigated and researched on the internet if it was legal to give a child as a gift. And I don't know what he found, but apparently he thought it was okay.
Oh yeah, because everything on the internet's true.
Yeah, so
absolutely. So do we have the mayor back?
Yeah, we got the mayor
that's
back.
all right.
We're gonna get into that one.
Yeah.
Like
let's
right after this.
Talk about this disgusting man.
All right.
Thank you, Siobhan, for that.
Mayor.
While we're getting the mayor.
Yeah, you.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh my God, where was I with this conversation? Where were we talking last? What were we saying? Because you kind of broke up.
We were just talking about how Golden State gave the series up, man.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was despicable. I was throwing my hat down. Oh my God, I was about to tear my T-shirt off last night. It was a great Father's Day and then turned into a crappy Father's Day. It was terrible.
Yeah. I mean, you know what though, man? Game 7, they waited for Game 7 to give us the best game of the series. I think Golden State, Steph Curry got a little bit too fancy at times, throwing behind the back passes to people that weren't there.
Oh my God.
Just throwing up 3-pointers, wishing that they go in. You know what I mean? This is a whole different scenario, man. This is not the regular season in Minnesota where you could do that and skip 60 points and blow the team out. This is the finals, man.
Yeah, you would get
You
would get benched in high school for doing that behind the back pass. This is crazy.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's Steph Curry. You can't bench him.
Yeah, I mean, but a lot of adversity that Golden State dealt with. I think a lot of it was they did it to themselves. I'm not going to harp on the referees and the calls or anything like that. They got Steph Curry out of his comfort zone. He's no longer the good boy that can't do anything wrong. He's throwing his mouthpiece, and they're talking about throwing him out for Game 7. And I'm not going to blame the loss on Draymond Green missing Game 5. This series should have never went to Game 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. It should have never went that far to begin with. But it is what it is. Congratulations to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Wear the crown well. Now they're going to ask you about repeating. And I want to see what the answer to that question is going to be.
Yeah, I don't think he can repeat. I don't think he's got the tools to repeat. I mean, he barely got this one. But do you think the Golden State Warriors? Excuse me? Oh, we're breaking up again, man.
Okay.
All right. Well,
anyhow, that's okay. We'll get the mayor back on though. Let me send him a message. Let him know.
Yeah.
So Siobhan, what do you have for us in national news?
Well, as the story that we just talked about while we were waiting to get back a hold of the mayor, that awesome guy in Pennsylvania who had 12 girls living with him, ages 6 months to 18 years. The parents that had given the 18-year-old as a gift to this man 4 years ago. They also claim that the other 9 girls that are living there are theirs, but there are no birth certificates or social security numbers or anything to identify these children. So awesome guy and awesome parents. They should totally get Parent of the Year awards.
They don't sound awesome.
No, they are not. Being sarcastic.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It kind of sounds like a Game of Thrones thing where what was that guy named? Craster? You guys watch the show Game of Thrones? No, none of you.
No.
Oh my god. Well, basically, there's a guy who lives north of the kingdom, and he's got this place called Craster's Keep. His name's Craster, and he's got all these wives, and he basically does whatever he wants to all of them, pretty much.
You're comparing a man in the year 2016 to a character on Game of Thrones.
It's matching up.
It's matching up. There's similarities there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay, in happier news, something happier that I know Joy will just love. The National Aquarium in Baltimore has announced its plan to create an oceanside dolphin sanctuary, the first of its kind in North America. The aquarium hopes to move its colony of 8 Atlantic bottlenose dolphins to an outdoor facility with natural seawater by the year 2020. They are scouting locations in Florida and the Caribbean. More and more, those people who keep animals are coming to understand that animals in captivity thrive in conditions that are closer to their natural habitats. To me, that just seems like common sense, but whatever. Several years ago, the National Aquarium stopped having dolphin shows in which the dolphins perform. SeaWorld has recently announced that it will no longer breed whales in captivity, and the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus has stopped using elephants in its shows. So
I agree. Good.
People, I guess, are kind of catching on, and I'm excited for this bottlenose dolphin sanctuary, and hopefully it would be in Florida. That'd be a cool place to visit and see dolphins that cannot be released into the wild living in a more natural habitat. Any thoughts on that, Joy?
They're basically not being released in the wild because they live so long in captivity that they would
right, or they may have been
instincts.
injured. They may have been injured and they can't live in the wild, or they've been around people too much. But I mean, animals in the wild do get injured and they need somewhere to go and be taken care of, and something that is closer, whether it be dolphins or elephants or gorillas or anything, they do need a place to go to be taken care of, because the only other option is to euthanize them.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I don't like to see that.
I agree. That's better. You know what? As long as they're not going out there and they're buying off the market animals, you understand, from like different parts of the world, like they're just going out fishing porpoises, and buying them like blood dolphins and stuff like that to create some type of captivity enclosure for people to come see to make money. That's my issue. But I mean, if these are truly, endangered species and they're there, for the long haul to be cared for, it's not like they don't, and as long if the space needed, so it's going to be oceanside. I mean, basically they're going to use the ocean. They're not going to be tanks, but it's just going to be more than
I'm sure it'll be enclosed in some way, but it'll be on the ocean. And I mean, dolphins and whales too. They're playful animals. They're fun, but they're not meant to be performers.
Yeah.
They do that on their own when they want, and to force them to perform, it's, I think, kind of sad.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
especially for our own amusement, and they're profiting off of it.
As long as we're like just leaving them alone, and okay, they're taking care of them, but it's not like they're whipping the dolphins to make them flip.
Well, they might be tasing them. I don't know what
tasing, whatever. Yeah, they did it with the elephants.
Yeah, well, and a lot of the places now they don't breed the whales in captivity at SeaWorld any longer. They are, if they can rescue a whale, that's great, but to be breeding them, that's just kind of creating an endless cycle.
Could you imagine though? Okay, you and I go over to SeaWorld and I find out like they're breeding whales back there for like monetary purposes. Like
you would threaten to stab them with a knife.
Poor Siobhan, like I can only imagine what she would think like I would do. Like if we were walking around SeaWorld and I saw that, like I think she's like she'd run and say, I don't know that crazy white lady. Like she would be.
Oh, I always feel bad for the the whales and the dolphins and those kind of things, because they're like migratory animals. They need miles and miles of ocean to just swim and just do what they need to do instinctually. Like SeaWorld doesn't have like a giant saltwater lake behind them so that they could just do what they need to do and just feel free for a little bit. They they're basically restricted. I mean,
they are. No, in
the
the
tank's
tank.
pretty good for human standards, but I mean,
Different, but think of a whale. That's imagine like think of when you go to SeaWorld and you see like those tanks and really like I mean you're a big whale living
Yeah.
in. It's not big enough.
it's not really isn't.
So that's all I got. Oh, except that also kind of piggybacking on our tale of turtle trek,
Mm-hmm.
the SeaWorld did release several sea turtles this week that they had rehabilitated from different, I want to say zoos or, wildlife refuges from around the country. So another good thing that not SeaWorld, that the National Aquarium is doing. Now, I guess I have a greater respect for the sea turtle after seeing them out in the wild the other night. It's pretty unique and fun.
Yeah.
So that's all I got for national news. Something happy, something creepy.
Gotcha. I got funny news, like around what's going on around the internet. We have this polite grandma thinks Google is a real person.
Oh my God.
This is going to Google search. I was telling Shavvone about this the other day. An 86-year-old grandmother's polite search phrasing retweeted more than 30,000 times. So May Ashworth's grandson, Ben, tweeted a photo of the search, which included the words, please and thank you. In response, Google UK tweeted, in a world of billions of searches, yours made us smile. So Google actually released a message about it, but she did ask, like, could you please tell me such and such? And then she ended it with thank you. Like she really thought like someone was at the other end.
Oh my God.
Typing her answer. So
was
at least
curious
she's
to me.
polite. I think that's awesome. I think that is awesome.
I think the story's great, but who picks up on the story? Where did she go to like get the story?
I guess because it was
publicized
30,000. No, because it had like her grandson like published, like made a comment about it and published like what Google had sent her. So it ended up getting like 30,000 tweets on Twitter. So you know how Twitter is. I mean, well, I don't know.
Yeah, once something becomes
Twitter,
I'm sure Google search it for their name.
I'm not really a Twitter person.
Right. Well,
I have Twitter, but I just post what I need to post, and I don't really scroll it or anything.
At Twitter.
I get the grandmother because I do get into arguments with Siri sometimes.
Oh my God.
I'll ask her like, "Why are you so dumb?" She has things to say about that. I guess maybe I should start saying nice things like, "Thank you, Siri. You're beautiful."
You know what? Maybe you're right though, because it's funny. Okay, here this lady saying like please and thank you, but like Drew, for instance, look how I talk to Siri. Like, look when he's always sticking up for Siri, and I'm always like the things I call Siri, it's just not nice like at all. And
yeah, I mean, I've never used Siri.
maybe I'm abusive. Maybe that's said something wrong. Like maybe I'm abusive. Like towards electronics and technology. Like
because you're a mean, heartless person.
Yes, because Siri makes me angry. I just want to call her names. She's just. I feel like that.
I do that sometimes too.
Yeah.
I mean, back when I was like 15, I used to mess with technology like that. But I mean, as I get older, I'm like, I don't need to talk to Siri. By the time Siri, maybe it's a lack of faith on my part in Siri.
You talk to Siri.
Well, no, but I'm just saying hypothetically, if I ever did talk to Siri, by the time she's trying to figure out like what it is that I asked her and give me the right answer, like I feel like I could have just done it. I could have just Google search whatever I wanted to find
out,
on my own.
I know
because sometimes she gets confused between and she gives you like the wrong thing.
Confused curse word.
I'm like, but everybody uses her. I'm just like, do it yourself.
That's true. Drew uses the hell out of Siri, but also like before we go to break,
She's
I mean, in other huge news around the country, American news, Khloe Kardashian, O.J. Simpson conditionally agrees to take paternity tests for reality TV star, police reports say. So, for our Inquirer news, everybody's...
For Khloe?
Khloe.
She might be Khloe. He might be Khloe's father.
You have not heard that rumor? Like,
no, I haven't heard the rumor, but I knew that him and the Kardashian... what's his name?
Clan.
Robert Kardashian.
Yeah, we're like best friends and...
Yeah, they were best friends like back in the day. With the whole murder trial, because I was recently watching that on TV.
So Kris Jenner is admitting to sleeping with OJ. Like that's a possibility.
You know what? They just do these things for the show. Just like there was one time, like Kris Jenner actually took a DNA test for her kids. I mean, she gave birth to them. Really, like. But however, though, I mean, I joke with my daughter all the time because we look alike. But I'm always telling her I don't think she's mine. Let's go take a DNA test. Like it's like an inside joke between us. But don't. Anyhow, another TV show we've got on www.247miami.tv is Bipartisan Disorder. And that's 247 Miami Radio. So if you like to talk politics, and this is straight down the middle, one-on-one, you have your Republican side, you've got your Democratic side, and they go at it for a couple of hours. So the hosts of that show are Unpopular Chris and Pierce Sargent, and they are every Sundays at 10 p.m. There are rebroadcasts. Huh? Or 10 a.m. Sorry, it does. I'm having a problem with handwriting today. It's not even my handwriting.
Handwriting.
But anyhow, they are every Sundays at 10 a.m. and we do have rebroadcast throughout the week and throughout the day, just like our show. Yeah, just like the Johnette show. Every Mondays 3 to 5 p.m. That's right, live.
Two
Booyah,
very well-read
There's one of you out
individuals.
there where we're watching. We know who you are. So yeah, we know it. So
The
anyhow,
missing Johnette show.
when we come back from break,
There's
guess
a
what time
demand
it
for
is? I'm watching you. So anyhow, when we come back from break, we have dear Mike. Let's see. We'll put Mike in the hot seat. We'll ask him a question and see the advice he gives us. And then, why are you pissed? So I want everybody to think this week what ticked you off. Besides people, the other day I was thinking, let's go to summer. And while I'm thinking, why I'm pissed.
What time is it? Summertime. It's our vacation. What time is it? Party time. That's right. Say it loud. What time is it? Time of our life. Anticipation. What time is it? Summertime. School's out. Scream and shout.
Hey, I'm John Carlos Stan, and you're on 24/7 Miami.
I'm Craig Cook, host of Metal and Mayhem. I'm bringing you a brand new season of Metal and Mayhem this fall right here on 247miami.tv. Follow me on Twitter @RealCraigCook to submit your requests and have all your feedback made fun of live on the air. Metal and Mayhem, Fridays this fall, 247miami.tv.
Calor y sabor. Todos los jueves a las 6 de la tarde, con tu amiga Diana Carolina, te traigo Sabor de Miami, un show de entretenimiento, desde noticias hasta un Throwback Thursday. No te lo pierdas, 1 hora de calor y sabor, aquí en 24/7 Miami.
Hi guys, I'm James.
I'm Adrian.
We got some very exciting news about our upcoming show,
Cannon Fire.
What are we going to talk about, Adrian?
We're going to talk about everything science fiction.
So, movies?
Yes.
Video games?
Yes.
TV shows?
Checkmate on that.
Awesome. We're also going to be seen around our local comic book events. So you're going to see us at a lot of cons, hopefully at some of the comic book shops around town.
Hopefully they be giving free stuff and we'll let you know about it.
That'd be awesome. And we've also got some interviews lined up for you guys. So please remember to check us out on 247miami.tv.
And like us on Facebook.
Hello, Masita Rica is here from The Fix at 6. You can catch a new episode every Friday at 6 and various replays throughout the week here only on 247miami.tv.
All right, we need a catchphrase.
Listen up or I'll kick your butt. The Fix at 6 will make you jump. Masita's lady lumps want to make you hump. Oh yeah, throw a fist pump only on 247miami.tv.
Hey Mike, you ready to record this promo?
Let's do it.
Ha ha. Clear your throat. Ha hum. Here we go. Ready? Play. Hey Mike, if you want to hear the best sports talk in the 305, where do you go?
Just log on to 247miami.tv.
What time and when, Mike?
Every Monday from 3 to 5, and also catch replays throughout the week.
Yeah, we talk Marlins, Heat, Hurricanes, and the Dolphins. So again, Mike, where do people go to catch the Johnette Show?
247miami.tv.
Peace.
Hi, this is Kathy Whitmire, LMHC. I'm Barbie Bonder, LCSW. And I'm Arlene Thielon, a psychotherapist. And we're from The Female Perspective, a show about life, love, and everything in between. Check out our show on Mondays at 10 p.m. on 247miami.tv.
Hiya, this is Harley Quinn, and you're on 24/7 Miami. Wee! Wahoo! Whoopee! Yay! Yay! Yay!
everybody in here. You see, I love it. Everybody's in here singing the song, and I mean, really moving to the rhythm of the summer breeze. Nice, guys. See, I told you. I mean, like, you guys really have the party bug in you. Now I feel like Vanna White today.
Get it out.
Can we get another show, 24/7 Miami? I'm Vanna. Like, here's your letter. Anyhow, we have on 24/7 Miami Radio, located at www.247miami.tv, live from the boiler room every Saturday at 10 p.m. It makes me like just want to go Metallica crazy. We have Metal and Mayhem every Friday at 10 p.m. Again, live from the boiler room at 247miami.tv. And that's Craig Cook, right? We have the man over here, Craig Cook. He is the man of metal. Again, and we stuff him down in the boiler room. He's that
we keep him down there.
I don't know, we keep him far down in there. We don't bring him up much for air. So again,
but every so often he needs to be
10
free to unleash that metal. And
he
mayhem.
is. He does, and he rocks it out, man. He can rock it. But again, that's what we have. Again, we got John Etch. Remember, everybody, every Monday.
Who, John?
3 to 5. The minus John Etch show.
John what?
So we've got it comes that time of our show where we're gonna put Mike on the spot with Dear Mike.
You know what's funny? I actually totally forgot about this segment.
Because you're not supposed to really remember
I
about
know.
it. It's nothing.
It's supposed to catch me off
You're
guard.
not supposed to be prepared, as John Etch would say. Anybody got any glasses and a hat where I can
I
just
could have
sit here and
braced
look like John
myself
Etch?
though. Why? Last segment.
So was that what the text was about last night? Oh, can you please send me what stories so I can?
No. I wanted to read up on the story on the national.
Did you have a problem
news
today?
That we were gonna.
Yeah. Did you have a problem today following us? Right. We all got along just fine. You don't
No.
need to know. I know
I
that
mean,
was your tactic.
sometimes I want,
I know
maybe
that
if
was your tactic, Mike. It's okay.
I just wanted to read up on the story so I know what the content is, and now I could have an educated discussion on instead of asking questions.
It's okay. Okay, now you ready for
No.
your question? Are you getting nervous, or your hands
No,
getting clammy?
maybe.
Okay, yeah. Let's go put the camera on Mike. Let's put him on the spot. Get him all nice and clammy. Looking nice with the shells there today in your
Yeah,
beach party
thanks.
attire. This is something we all go through. We all go to the stores, whether it be a grocery store, gas station, Walgreens. Sometimes there's lines, sometimes there's not. Sometimes you have a few things, but then there's always, one person wants to cut. However, is saving a spot the same as cutting in line? Somebody comes, hey, can you save my spot? And they go run and do more other things. And when they come back, there's a line full of people.
Yeah.
But the person they asked them to save the spot is, right up close to the register, 2 people behind. And that person now just wants to come back and tell the rest of the line, like, hey, this guy over here saved my spot.
That's true. To verify the fact that he saved a spot. Saving a spot is totally different than cutting in line.
It is totally different.
However, you could.
But how can you say it was done? It's not like something tangible. Like this person,
I mean,
said,
yeah,
hey,
maybe they could be a jerk and just not admit that they saved the spot for you. Well, you have to first turn around and be like, hey, can you save my spot? And that person has to agree to save your spot.
Right. And usually people do. You know what?
Usually
why?
they do.
They feel obligated. They don't. They don't even want to sometimes because it puts them in a really bad position.
It's like, I don't know when you're gonna come back.
Or when you come back, there's gonna be 50 people behind me, and now I look like the fool who's letting this guy come skip. That's what everybody's thinking. And now this person has to explain to the line of 50. Well, I was holding his spot, or what.
Well, it all depends on like what you're running to get. Like me as a person, if I turn around and ask someone to save my spot, it's because I'm gonna go run and get something real quick and come right back. But some people want you to save their spot, and they're gone for more than 5 minutes, and then you're like, where the heck did this person go?
Yeah.
Who knows what they're grabbing.
Yeah, we're not talking a quickie. We're not talking a quickie.
Yeah,
we're not talking a quickie where you just jump over to the next lane to grab a pack of bubble gum from the aisle over and come back. We're talking they run to the back and they had to go get their toilet paper, but then on the way they saw cat food and
they got started. Like my mom would do
rice.
that. She would run to get something, but then pick up 5 other things on the way because she looked at the prices and it's 2 for 1, it's 3.
Meanwhile, someone's holding her spot and now she wants to come back and is it right? Is that cutting? Is it
if someone asked me to save their spot and I agreed, they have until I get up there once I pay for my things and I'm gone, your spot is not saved anymore.
Right.
You're gonna have to wait again.
Right.
Because
So you would, but now you've got you still got 2 people ahead, right? But now you've got 10 people behind now. and this person's coming back.
Once I'm
for their
gone,
redeemer
I'm
spot.
not there to save your spot anymore.
Right, but you're there. Now
Yeah.
you're there, and the person comes
As
back.
long as I'm there, I'll let them come back. Fine.
Okay.
As long as I have to agree.
Right. Well, okay. So I got it. It's not cutting. You're right. I mean, it's not the same as cutting.
Drew, have you ran into this situation before?
Yes, I have been in this situation before. I have been the asked person to hold a spot.
You were the saver.
I was the saver, the savior for that person's spot. And while it's convenient, say, okay, sure, go ahead and get your thing and come back real quick. I haven't had in a case where it's been a significant amount of time or significant amount of stuff. But at the same time, I have been at a point where you better hurry back because, like you said, once I'm gone, that your spot's not held anymore. And I hate to give it the spot once I put my stuff on the conveyor belt.
Now, what about? Do you think it's right though? Like, to save a spot or?
Oh
no! Thanks, Drew.
The board
Thanks.
op cannot be the camera op.
Drew, I mean, I thought we all work together here. It's not just.
I'm sorry, I was trying to hit.
We're not fighting for spots over here. It's a group effort.
I got
You have to
flashbacks.
take the whole.
It was a metaphor for how he feels.
I mean, like the boss people aren't treating you bad or anything around here. There's not anything you're not telling
Never.
us, right?
Never.
I mean, can I get a heads up?
Head for the door. Head for the exit right now.
Like in my younger days, I might stick. Like, say I already paid for my stuff, and in my younger days, I would be like, oh man, I kind of feel bad, because now I'm not here to save the spot anymore. So maybe I might stand aside until they come back and be like, look, this person was here. But then as I got older, I'm like, I don't know these people. I don't care. I got my own problems.
Yeah, I don't want to be bothered. I mean,
Yeah.
is it okay to ask? Like, I mean, to save a spot? How do like
Yeah.
Shavvone?
But
Like,
I hate
is it
do-
okay?
I hate when my wife does it to me. I hate doing that.
What you hate when you're in the grocery store and your wife is 3 people behind and she asks
No.
if she cut in line?
No.
That's what you hate?
She says, "We have right back," and I'm like, "Oh no."
She says what?
So we have. I'll be right back. Oh no.
Because you know why? You figure that she's not going to come back by the time you get to the cashier.
Exactly, because she's very.
That's what you're thinking.
She's
isn't
very
it?
technical, so she's gonna look and she's gonna check and she's gonna do all these things. Versus, I'm like, run in, grab this box, and run out.
No, and I'm like that too. But your fear is though the reason why you just said that you don't like when your wife does it though. But is it? I just want to know: is it because like she's gonna go grab something and you fear like you're gonna get up to the cashier and the cashier's gonna ring everything up and you're still gonna be sitting there waiting for your wife? Is that what you fear?
I've let people go in front of me because
just to buy more time.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I'm gonna offend half this room.
Do you
right
go
now,
ahead?
But okay, I
Here it
think
comes.
the way men shop is different from the way women shop. Men, when we go, we're not shoppers in the general sense. We're not shoppers. So if we do decide to shop for something, we're going specifically for that item, and we're getting it, and we're just leaving. Like women, they might go to the mall or whatever, but they might go to the mall for a specific product or whatever. But as they're looking around, they might stumble upon other things that catch their eye, and they might want to buy those too. Like men are just focused on the task and everything. I don't know.
Do you shop often, Mike?
No, I don't.
I was like, how often do you go to the store? Like to Walgreens or CVS? To the
I
drugstore?
don't know. I get my Monster and I pay for it and I'm out of there. That's what I do.
Do you ever go to the grocery store?
Yeah, I went to the grocery store yesterday.
What'd you buy?
I bought 4 cans of Foster's and a bottle of Cabernet.
Who's drinking all that?
Me.
Are you kidding me? You went and got it for your mom and dad.
Yeah, I had the beers.
Where were you going with the beer? Where were you going with this alcohol?
I was going back to my house because I had Happy Drink with the wine, and then I had the beers just in case LeBron won. So
you had a plan. You
Yeah.
marked it out. Okay, so you had a plan with it. Did you ask anybody to save your spot in line?
No. Actually, I didn't even get a cart. I just carried them all with my arms because usually
What?
I'm always grabbing like a handful of items. So I'm like, oh, I don't need a cart or a basket or anything. I just I'll just carry it all to the 10 items or left.
You see, you trying to tell us you got like a big army?
No, I don't have. No,
Yeah, you
actually, it was
better
kind
tell
of
it. Tell
because the
that-
Foster cans are bigger.
Huh?
Because
The
so
Foster
like I
kids?
can carry 2 in one arm, but like I was trying to squeeze like the third one in.
Yes. We've got a guess. Keep going. We
But,
got the few show.
So yeah, I don't know. The 4 cans of Foster's was difficult. Plus, I had the bottle of wine. So
Well, why didn't you just get a basket?
well,
You didn't need a buggy. I'm not saying a
I
buggy.
figured
Why
I
didn't you
could
get
do
the
it. I was
handheld
like,
basket, man?
I don't know. Well, whatever. I ended up being able to carry it all. it took me a while to figure out the organization in my arms of how to do it, but I did it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it was such a struggle for you.
And I saw my friend Bobby in there. Well, he's my cousin's friend Bobby, but I've known him for a long time.
Why isn't he your friend?
My
If you've
cousin's friend Bobby?
if you've known him for a long time now. Okay, first you said I saw my friend Bobby.
No, he said I saw my cousin
first.
Bobby.
No. He saw
He said-
No,
his
it's my
cousin's
cousin's friend.
His cousin's friend. First he said I saw my friend Bobby. Then he changed it to no. It was my cousin's friend Bobby.
Oh, he said cousin.
However, I've known him for like 25 years.
Yeah,
So-
pretty much.
But that's
Because
true.
growing up,
Why is he not your friend?
No. That's true. That's true because he's originated the relationship originated because he was his cousin's friend.
The relationship originated because
Well,
it
yes,
was
that's true. Because
Mike's
they
cousin's friend. Do you got all this, Siobhan? Like the relationship originated through Mike's cousin's friend.
Yeah,
No,
middle school, high
You
school.
guys, men are confusing me today.
Have you
between
ever
the
called
emotions
him?
and the-
Have you ever called him or have you hung out without your cousin there?
Yes.
Then
Then
he's
he's
your
your friend.
friend.
Yeah.
Then he's your friend.
But I mean, my cousin and
You just met
them-
him through your cousin.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess he's my friend. I've never really talked to him. I mean, usually I have.
So when
The
you
thing is,
hung out
I have
together, you
certain
didn't
friends
talk?
for certain things. Like,
Wait, do you guys though? But do you guys have like a talk that says okay, like you never had that talk where like okay, hey, we're dudes now, like we're buds. Like and then you fist pump and then you fist pump and then you go.
I don't think
fist pump and boom.
There's no announcement of a relationship.
I don't think you need to have a DTR when you're guy friends or girlfriends. That's something you do.
I mean, you guys-
DTR.
guys
Find
and
the
girls,
relationship.
yeah, But you guys hung out. You're friends. Like, how did the hangout start? I mean, who called who? Who initiated the
hangout?
Who
Well, it
initiated the
depends on-
hangout?
Oh, well, our original first hangout.
How many hangouts have we had?
I don't know. He invited me to go to the Dolphins game with another one of the guys from that same group.
Your friends.
Yeah, because
Okay,
because
your
you know I
friends.
got my friends for like Dolphin stuff, and then I
Uh-huh.
got my friends for just like hanging out and goofing off kind of stuff, and then
I feel you.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna move on to what.
That was quite the tangent.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. Okay.
Wow.
So now, why are you ticked?
I didn't
Why-
say anything about the shopping line.
Thank you, boss man.
Did you get that bus? Did you get
Let's
that
move
bus?
on.
straight off.
Okay,
about that.
let's move on to why are you ticked? Because now I'm ticked. I
Okay.
mean, I didn't have anything to be ticked about the other day. I was like driving in my car, and I'm thinking something ticked me off, but I let it go, and then or no, I didn't let it go. I was like, this is the
You
reason
let it
I'm
go?
ticked.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, the reason I'm ticked is because of
This.
people. But then I said no. That's everything.
That's never gonna end.
It's a broad
You know why I'm
statement.
ticked? Because if men in their long explanations of friendships and it's cousins and friends and emotions, you guys have really drained my party today. You've really like I hope you guys feel great.
I'm
And
feeling pretty good about yourself.
Jeez. Javon,
What?
why are you ticked?
Oh, we're starting with me.
Oh, I thought we were starting with Joy.
I did.
I didn't realize you were
I told
finished.
you these long
just
drawn
said
out
people?
explanations.
Like what? Like example. Obviously, you have an
Stop
example.
with I'm not giving you a long drawn out explanation.
Well, then don't bring it up if you can't elaborate on it.
My tickness is over. It's over. See, I
Okay.
got it out.
That's it.
I'm fixed.
All right. Well, what? I thought this was why are you pissed? Are we like making
You know
it
what? I don't
G-rated to tick?
No, you know what though? Okay, John
What?
called it why are you pissed? I honestly don't like the P word. You know what? I
Oh.
think I think it's sloppy, trashy. You know, I know my mouth is not the greatest,
Yeah,
but
when
I like
we're
to
on the
think-
air, we
no,
try to
right.
be.
And I like to keep it classy trash. I mean, it's like I
Yeah.
have a classy, but it's
trashy.
classy.
Okay, so
but pissed is
why
like
I am
ticked.
irritated?
It's not garbage, it's trash.
She brought it up a notch to
I am
irritated.
irritated today.
Nice. I like that.
Because going back to my whole mold issue that I've been dealing with, and I just discovered that the awesome folks who cleaned my apartment of mold
Yes.
have stolen some of my tech gadgets.
Oh
They
my
stole
God.
Yep.
my Fitbit and my portable charger, and who knows what else until I actually need it.
They ate her
That's
food
terrible.
also. They ate
And
her
they
food.
ate my food. They ate my food. and
They proceeded to
And
eat
they
your
left the
food
wrappers.
After, oh my
They
God,
left the
were
wrappers. And I
just-
do have another why are you ticked at the end.
Did
grand
they
finale.
take a
So,
dump in the toilet and not flush too?
I
while
don't
they
know,
were
but
at
they
it?
did use the bathroom because I saw men's work boot footprints in my
What?
bathroom and on the carpet, which I had to like the bathroom rug. I had to wash
So-
that.
Do you know the company or
I-
you have? You know
I
the
do. I
person
need
who
to
actually
look.
does it.
I need to find out. I think I have.
But in
their
Florida,
invoice
nobody cares, yeah.
still.
you call
It's
it Better
at home.
Business Bureau. It's your best bet.
But
Yeah.
I was irritated slightly by the food eating and by the dirty boot prints. But when I found out they stole my little tech gadgets, that sent me over the edge.
I agree.
I'm kind of lost.
So
If
you
you're in a
weren't there
house
at all.
cleaning. You're cleaning a
No, I
house.
could not be there
Yeah.
while they were.
You're cleaning a house while it's full of mold. Why would you eat the food in the house?
Well, it was packaged. It was like a bag of chips or a bag of
Okay,
cookies.
okay.
But it's still mine, and I didn't offer
But
it.
yet she's only irritated that this happened.
No, man, I'm pissed.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Thank you. We see.
I
Yes,
would-
we see.
I would
had
be-
I been there, I would have probably offered it to them. But I wasn't there, and they took it upon themselves to
in
eat
her
the-
place, in her
the thing.
personal
But you
space.
just said that they stole some of your.
That I would not have allowed. I
Well,
did
yeah.
not
So
offer
aren't
them
you
my
pissed that
Fitbit.
they actually
Yes,
stole
that's what put me over the edge from being slightly irritated to now.
That's terrible, man. This
So,
one's got
Mike-
a streak of bad luck.
Why the heck are you ticked, man?
Move on that quick though. Don't let it settle. You got to move on that against
Yeah.
your.
It's been
Quick.
6
Reports it,
weeks,
yeah.
though, and I just found out that they took.
You
the-
gotta give them a list and tell your landlord right away because the longer you wait, the less likely they'll do anything about it.
My landlord's not going to do anything about it. I can already tell you that.
He is a
It could have
lord.
happened yesterday, and they're just going to shrug their shoulders. Anyway, go ahead, Mike.
Mike, talk to us,
Please,
man.
vent.
Why are you ticked today? Why don't you give us a good
Oh,
idea?
why do you
'Cause
think I'm ticked
all
today?
day you've
'Cause
been
LeBron
ticked,
won.
and we have no idea why.
I can't tell. Like I'm more PO'd about the Golden State Warriors. They were up 3-1 in the series. I thought it was over. I was like, all they gotta do is win one game. There's no way the Cavaliers are playing that strongly to win 3 games in a row and win the series.
I think Amara's right. I think Oklahoma sucked them dry.
I think so. I don't know. Like I'm kind of thinking like they were shooting so well throughout the whole season.
You burn out.
And they were hot throughout the whole season. And eventually you're gonna get that cold streak. And I guess the cold streak was at the end of this year in the finals. Like the way New England back in 2007 they had the undefeated season.
Mm-hmm.
The only game they lost was the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, but I can't stand them.
But I don't know. I'm mad at Golden State Warriors. I don't know specifically who.
So that's where
Maybe,
your anger is. Your
I
anger's
guess
not- your
I'll
anger's
put on
not at
Steph
LeBron.
Curry, but I can't, not for the whole series, but for last night I got to put on Steph Curry. I think he only had like 17 points, or so he didn't play well.
They went to the
And I
well too
think
many
if
times.
He played, somewhat Steph Curry like. He didn't have to have an amazing game, but I think if he played like maybe 10 points better than what he was last night, they would have won.
Well, there was a point where there was a fast break. This was late in the fourth quarter, and it came down on the side, and the pass got sent to Iguodala, so I think his name is. And he went up to do a layup, and LeBron blocked it. I think at that point, if he had made that layup, the game would have been tied again. I think at that point they could have pushed forward to win because the crowd would have been popped, and it would have blown up. But they blocked it, missed it, and it came down and he hit the 3, and that was the end of the game.
Yeah, he didn't. Steph Curry, he didn't shoot.
But
well.
they also went to the well too many times. They were shooting threes and they didn't have to.
I know, but that's what they were just trying to do what they normally do. You know what I mean?
That's where it came to the point that there was no adjustment by Kerr.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not the basketball expert. I'm sure the
No,
mayor's
the mayor's right. The
listening.
mayor's right. The mayor said that Steve Kerr didn't make adjustments, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I know. I think, I don't know, maybe the Cavs are a team that could take it to the basket more in the post.
Well, East has always been more
compared
physical than the
to
West. The West is
what
more fast
Golden
break.
State does.
Yeah, West has been more fast break and
Yeah.
more shooting, while the East has been more dunking and more
So,
inside
I mean,
game.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give props to LeBron because he did come on like after I think it was like game 3 of the finals. It was either game 3 or game 4 where he actually started to take over instead of dishing out passes and facilitating as much.
Yeah,
like
but you can't maintain a career doing that. So
yeah.
I give them credit because they came back from 3-1. No team has ever done that.
I
So I'll
didn't
give
want
them
him
credit
to
for that.
win. You know what I mean? Like you can't everything with the
Yeah, but you know
Heat
what? It's over.
And
it's done. They won it.
It's not over, man. It's not.
It's always over.
No, it's not over.
It is. So why are you pissed? It's over. It's over. Wait, we're ending it now. This is where
it's not over.
This is where we're gonna end it on this show. No, not the whole show, but as far as the NBA Finals,
Germany's
this is
bound for
where
Harvard?
we're about to put the nail in the coffin. Okay, it's over.
We won't talk about it until
We wish them the best. We have next year. Let's start working on next year.
Nothing is over. Nothing.
It's it. If you have time to sit here and worry about that, then
good Godspeed.
I have nothing better to do.
I agree. Now, why are you ticked, Drew? And I
not-
didn't do it this time.
I'm pissed. Okay, so go ahead, get it out there.
I'm not so much as pissed as I am more sad because tomorrow
No, you're gonna kill me.
I
No.
know. Tomorrow.
Oh, I feel you. Like I feel your pain.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
My youngest, well, my only daughter, she goes to visit her grandparents tomorrow.
Your youngest daughter.
And
What are you
so-
trying to tell us?
and like Maury told me, you are the fun.
Is it like a Dan Marino love child kind of thing?
I gotta go to Connecticut to see Maury Povich. I'm not sure why I got invited. I don't know why, but no, it's I'm going to she's going to go visit her grandparents for the summer, and I am losing my mind, but remaining calm.
Yeah.
Because I've seen her every day for her entire life, and now I get to see her a couple days.
This is the first time.
This is her first trip without us, and so she's excited. She's ready to go, and I got plenty of coverage up there to make sure she's safe and stuff. But it's just sad that I don't get to see her and hang out with her.
How long is she going?
I wanted to go for a day, but her mother we negotiated and to go.
You
as
and her
long
mother
as she-
negotiated.
yeah.
Did you just say you and mom negotiated?
Yeah, because I
and
didn't want her to go. She's fine
right.
here.
And what did mom? Okay, mom's like, let's go. We're going for 3 months for the whole summer.
Yeah,
Right.
I think she's gonna go. I think it'll be about a month because that way she gets back.
What?
And we can prepare for her schooling and stuff. Her school starts early August.
You gave in to a month.
That's as far as it's going. I don't know what.
That's how I know that. I mean, I'm saying only like that's a pretty. But how's she getting there again?
She's flying up to tomorrow.
Oh,
with
they
her
are flying.
granddad.
Okay, and how is return trip?
She's flying back by herself when we come back.
What?
Yeah,
I
so-
can't take this. You're killing me, man. This is
I
too
know,
much. This is too much pressure for me.
So I'm sad.
You
that
killed
she's-
me with 8th grade prom, like, or was it? No, I mean 5th grade
Fifth grade
prom.
prom. Oh, that
I
was-
mean, like, what was that? You're really like.
And then we'll talk about the prom later.
I'm
Fifth
gonna
grade
get,
prom.
I'm gonna get him more ticked. I think.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't have
So-
a 5th grade prom. What is that?
What was it
That's when
called?
you go in 5th grade and you have a prom.
A perm?
A prom.
A perm?
A prom. So I'm sad because she's gonna go up and visit, and I won't get to hang out with her. Because she's my buddy. She's my movie.
She is. Every time, even around here,
She's
like
my-
you're always like when
yeah.
you've run errands, even times like you stop by, like she's always. I
Yeah,
love
she's-
seeing her.
When he watches
share
the
my
movie, I just
cookies.
assume it's
He's
with
like
her.
he's like
Yeah,
my
she
best
does.
bud
She
here.
loves to see me.
Yeah, he's always like even like here he's my best bud here, but like when she like we always share cookies and and when she comes, it's like we
Yeah.
cookies and chips, and I adore her. She's gorgeous. I adore her, and she's
She's
just
my best
she's
buddy.
mannered. She's just polite, and she
Yeah,
is like
that's
that's
you people,
Drew's daughter, who's leaving him tomorrow for her first vacation away ever out
For
of
a month.
state with Grandpa.
Yeah.
For a month.
I miss you already.
Leaving us.
So no movies for a month. How do you feel?
No, I'm
about
going to movie. I don't-
Hey, we've
'Cause
got a
she's
lot
gonna-
of stuff to do down here.
'cause she's gonna
Okay,
see
while
movies
she's
up there,
gone,
so.
we're gonna be productive. We're gonna keep Drew busy. We're gonna take him to go see sea turtles and new dolphin encounters. That they're not detained
Not new.
dolphins that are whatever you want to call them. It's just not stuff that ticks me off. That's what we're not gonna do. Okay,
we're not.
we may run into people here and there that may tick me off, on our way, but I'll control myself. Right, Javon?
Yeah, I know you and a specific restaurant that we eat at normally after the show.
I don't know what you're talking. No, we're not. But can we close? Hey, we'll discuss that after. Anyhow, sticking on to 24/7 Miami Radio. All these great shows that we have here. I love this station. www.247miami.tv. We have Cannon Fire. And that's with Adrian Marquez. That's every Tuesday at 10 p.m.
Are you getting paid per promo?
What?
Adrian Marquez.
Oh, it's Marquez.
M-I-I.
Oh, you know what? I had a issue with the basketball player's name last night because on the East Coast, like they said, what is it? They say Vera Joan, and like here I'd say it was Verajones. I was trying to watch your Verajones. So anyhow, Cannon Fire with Adrian Marquez. I knew that. I just sometimes pronunciation names.
Oh,
Every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Discussing comic books, movies, TV shows. Told you I've got some old comic books.
Is he the one going to the Supercon? Oh, I gotta meet up with him.
You sure? It better be for a friendly visit. Don't be trying to do.
No.
Yeah.
I wanna.
I know you wanted to. So anyhow, it's the end of our show, guys. Thanks for being with us. Everybody, thanks for listening. Thank you so much for being here again, Siobhan. Hopefully you'll be the guest host next week. I'm not saying.
We'll
I
see.
mean, John, I'm just joking. We'll have her as a guest because I know I'll take my spot back and you can have your spot back. Mike.
Yes.
Have a great week. Love you, man. Drew.
Thank you. I don't know what
have
I'm
a
gonna
week.
do now that basketball's over, hockey's over.
And we have another air personality in here from the say it, give it to us. Woo! The man with the plan. Get your wrestling on. That is him. So we were discussing him earlier. So again, we're out of here, guys. See you back here next week. Make sure you're listening throughout the week for replays. Again, Monday through Friday, every Monday, 3 to 5 p.m. live from the studios. Have a great week, everybody.
Man. I just stayed in my hotel room, man. Every time I look out my window, it's pretty depressing out here, man. It's bad. It's bad.
So you're not going out?
No going out in Cleveland, man. It's all factories.
Do you regret anything that you said about Cleveland?
Not at all. You like it? You think Cleveland's cool? I mean, I never heard anybody say I'm going to Cleveland on vacation. I mean, what's so good about Cleveland?